Good evening and welcome to the final session of the SBD British Open Classic Championships 2024. We have for you this evening the 76 kilo women and the 93 kilo men. I am Amelia Potter, joined by Durans Kengamu, world champion. Hello, Durans.
Hi, this is one of them ones that will be exciting to watch. I really can't wait for this one.
Yeah, this is going to be a really fun battle. Obviously, we spoke about it a little bit on Sabado with a big fight here in the 76s between Sophia, Temi, and Bettinas. Temi coming down from the 84s, Betty coming up from the juniors, and of course, defending champion Sophia Ellis.
I think again, as we said on the podcast, one of these kind of competition is just that you can't really write off the champion. We saw it yesterday with Tony Cliff.
Yeah.
So it's just basically, let's see how those squats goes. Anyone that goes 3 for 3, it's a battle.
Yeah,
and last deadlift.
We're in a place in British powerlifting now where you can't go in assuming it's yours. You know, there are so many strong people coming through. And I think we're going to see the referees and athletes come through now. Might have to fight to work over the sandstorm coming through. Can you tell it's a nightclub? Can you tell it's a nightclub normally here?
Oh, again, right, the ambience here, especially on the last session of the day. Previous British, sometimes you come in on a Sunday, it's empty. But here, I'm looking at the audience and the whole place is packed.
Yeah, honestly, like yesterday, there's standing room only. Every seat is taken. We have Ben Banks in the building, the owner of SBD. We have the Garys. There's a big stardom in the crowd today.
We have the exec.
Yeah.
The exec here are here. They are here. They're all literally ready to witness this battle. Getting to the 93s and the 76 is going to be one of those legendary battles.
And here we get into it. We have quite an incredible lineup for you. Obviously, we have those fights for podium, but it doesn't mean there isn't incredible lifting to happen in between that. Some familiar names here. And we're about to kick it off, the last session of the whole championships, and what a championships it's been as well. The standards are rising quicker and quicker. And we are having a parade of the athletes now, seeing them come through.
This again, we've never done this in the past.
No,
you know, for the whole weekend this has been literally wonderful.
It's really great. We can see them coming through now. They earned their place in the prime time and they're being paraded out now. Some character there we're seeing. You've got to respect the energy. Let's hope she saves some for squats.
I hope so. Let's wait and see.
And here we are. They've made it over to the holding area. And kicking us off, we have Indiana Montague opening 130 kilos. She's been dealing with an injury and coming back from that, so has a PB of 155. But it's going to be a bit of a lighter day on squats for her today, I think.
Yeah, when you have an injury, again, it's one of them ones. You just come in and do that first squat and see how it feels and see if you can get a second one.
And listen, it's just a testament to how strong she is, that she's still in the prime time, coming in with a bit of a tanked squat to you compared to usual.
I agree. Again, there's always a smile on her face, always.
Yeah.
It's beautiful to see that from lifters when they do it on the platform.
She is super cheery.
Beautiful. She doesn't look injured to me, so let's wait and see.
Yeah, absolutely. 3 white lights, a good lift, and she was off of squats for quite a while, so nice to see her back and having the bar on her mouth.
Again, on the national stage,
on her back.
It's beautiful.
We now have Diamond Franklin opening on 140 kilos as a personal best of 162.5.
I've seen Diamond squatting in the past, lifting in the past, and powering through. She's one of those lifters that you expect so much emotion on the platform.
Yeah, she is a phenomenal lifter. Really very strong. as is everybody in this prime time.
Nice and control right there from Diamond.
And a good lift, 3 white lights. Yeah, controls it and tempos it all the way down. And like you said the other day, don't judge it on the way down, judge it on the way up.
Exactly.
See, I'm learning every day with you. We now have Romy Grieve, our cartwheeling powerlifter.
She's a character, isn't it?
She is. And here she comes. She is having fun with the day, and it's so nice to see. 152.5 for her opener. Only 7.5 below her personal best.
Again, this sport's one of those sports where if you don't have fun, what is the point? What is the point of doing it?
It's a comfortable looking opener there and a good lift. Certainly a character. It's good to see some fun and some emotion on the platform. Now a little bit more serious, and for good reason. She is defending her title. She has been dominating the class for years. Sophia Ellis having a bit of a battle with her own knees the last few months, so has a PB of 180, opening on 155.
Again, Sophia is one of them ones again because she has got such a tremendous pull. So you just expect her to go 3 for 3 for a squat, and then her day will be calm.
Yeah, and she's got a huge bench on her as well. So if she can get through squats unscathed, she's in a great position. Lovely indeed.
Lovely indeed.
It looks healthy.
Very good.
3 white lights, a good lift. I don't think we were expecting to see any calls for depth there. Natasha Eaton now 155 kilos, remains on the bar.
Again, this is only 7.5 kilo off her best. Expect this to move quite well. Beautiful.
And that's a good lift, 3 white lights. We can see waiting there, Naomi James, 162.5, 20 kilos below her best, and pretty fresh into the opens.
Yeah, I think she was at the juniors this year.
Yeah, she's not long into the opens, whenever that was, but to come straight into prime time.
I always say it's always amazing to see these juniors coming in to battling with these seniors on these big platforms. Always not just how much you're going to hit, but it gives you that experience as well. And we saw that with Nonso yesterday here.
Absolutely. That's a lovely squat.
Very deep squat right there.
3 white lights, a good lift. Worth mentioning the squat British record belongs to Emily Bennett at 200.5 kilos. 165 now for Amy Leeper.
I mean, watching these openers from Temi and Bettina, I expected that 200.5 kilo to be at least to get close to that today.
I hope so as well.
Beautiful squat from Amy right there.
Yeah, really nice and tidy. 3 white lights, a good lift. 3 openers remaining. They are all rather large.
I think she's coming from the juniors as well.
Yeah, Millie's still a junior.
She's still a junior.
I think this is her last year as a junior, into the Opens as of January, I believe. 170 on the bar for Millie, 10 kilos below her personal best. The junior record stands at 185, held by Alice Frances Freeman. It's been standing for 2 years.
I was about to say 2 years. Record in powerlifting nowadays seems quite a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. They're being broken left, right, and center.
Standards are just rising every day. Nice. Tidy squat here from Emily.
Yeah, lovely from Millie there. Nice and snappy. Good lift, 3 white lights. And yeah, the standards are rising. We saw 3 of Luke Richardson's long-standing records broken in the flight before.
That was incredible. I never thought I would see that. So it was literally a history-making moment.
And now we have Temi Toby Nuga fresh into the 76s from the 84s. Cut down for this. Seems like a good cut. She weighed in at 75.7, opening at 180. Rocking the new SBD Forge there with a matching hairband.
And Temi's been around. She's been around for quite a long time now.
Yeah.
Fully international, season international. She knows what needs to be done today.
She's a talented athlete. And it looks strong.
Nice and deep squat there from Temi.
And it is a good lift. And we've seen Temi push through some difficult lifts before. We know she has the grit for it.
But again, what we said with these lifters, just that first squat, just hit that first squat, make sure you get that squat on the board, and then you start playing with the numbers around.
Our final opening attempt for Betty Hanlon, 182.5 kilos, fresh out the dirt for podium. Don't count her out.
I saw her last meet she did super training. It's a fantastic meet, fantastic.
She's very, very strong and still so young, adding kilos like it's nothing. It's 7.5 kilos below her personal best.
Nice and very close squat right there.
Yeah, and it's very quick. 3 white lights, a good lift. And
that's potentially the fastest open I've seen so far.
Yeah, it was, and the heaviest. And she came up to me just before this and said, thanks for telling everyone on the preview not to count me out. I think she was a little hurt. Everyone forgot about her, and that's why. She's so strong.
She won't be forgotten anymore.
No, not at all. And we have everybody on the board with the opener. We go through to the second round now, and we have 140 kilos for Indiana. Slows down but keeps position really nicely.
Moved how you expect the second attempt. She'll be moving for someone. Actually, as you said, she's been injured, so it moves quite well right there.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, I think we'll see her bench in a really good place and her deadlift closer to where it, you know, is on her PB. But her squats are a little bit down as a result, but still putting up a really mean total by the looks of it. Diamond Franklin coming out now for 147.5. Like you said, a very passionate lifter.
Again, she's still 15 kilo below her best.
Yeah, and the way she picks that bar up on her back is so comfortable, effortless.
Wow. It almost looks hard and then it doesn't.
Yeah. It's really hard to gauge how much she has left in the tank as a result of that.
Yeah.
Maintains the same speed the whole way through.
Yes. Next is Romy, then being handled by our 69 2024 British champ Annie. Nelson.
Yeah, 162.5 on the bar for Romy, and she's a joy to watch. She exudes fun.
And this is 2.5 kilo above her personal best. So that's a squat PB right there.
Yeah, I certainly would be having fun if that was the case for me too.
Let's see what dancer we're going to get when she gets this.
Yeah, that is lovely. A little wink to the crowd as she completes that lift. And 3 white lights. There we go. I'm hoping to see your celebration from her today as well. I'll request it in the break.
Makes you stand out. People will remember you. Sometimes people don't remember what you squatted, but people remember what you did.
Don't be afraid to stand out, you know?
It's true.
165 for Sophia Ellis, a 10-kilo jump from her opener.
This should be quite comfortable. Again, it's 15 kilo below her best. But yeah, but as we said at the beginning, Sophia has been dealing with quite some knee issues.
Yeah, I spoke to her yesterday and she said she's just proud of herself for, you know, prepping and turning up today.
Yeah.
And she should be.
Yeah, the champion's mindset.
Yeah, that's lovely.
It.
Saw a little smile from her there, so perhaps feeling better than she thought she would.
Yeah. Sometimes your knees shock you. They do shock you. You think, oh, you're holding up better.
Natasha Eaton now, 167.5, a 12.5 kilo jump from her opener. Repping the SBD Welsh singlet there.
There's always a respect when you see a national singlet on a lifter. You know, they have the experience, they've been there, they've done it.
Really nice. And that is a good lift.
Part is loaded, 175 kilos down.
175 kilos for Naomi James.
Again, we expect this to move well. Naomi has a personal best of 182.5 kilos. This is 7.5 kilo below her best.
Yeah, she really sunk her opener. It was very neat. Let's see what another extra 7.5 do here. 12.5 rather. Lovely.
Nice.
Almost takes a moment to pause it at the bottom, and it gives the referees ample time to see her hips. The side's happy. Let's have a look at that again. I think she should be fine with that. It's pretty deep.
Should be right. The jury is still checking it.
Yeah, the refs have gone over it as well. I'm wondering what's happening there.
Ooh. I think it's going to be overturned.
Oh, unfortunately, that's no lift. I think the side ref accidentally, or I think her controller rather, was broken and she tried to press the red. So Naomi will have to try that again or more on her third. 175 now for Amy Leaper. A little bit harder, but still manages to stand it up. It's a nice looking second.
Sometimes when you're in this big platform, that jump you make from your first to your second sometimes just catches off guard, because these are the big platforms. These are platforms sometimes, and again, the nerves is there, the crowd is there, the juries are there.
Yeah, all eyes are on you. Millie Mabbott now 180 kilos, a 10 kilo jump to match her personal best on her second. And I know this is the kind of progress you envy from juniors.
Oh yeah, just the Gino magic. You expect that. Hitting your personal best on your second. Beautiful.
Very strong,
Nice.
yeah.
You don't expect a personal best to move like that, but that was brilliant. Brilliant. Quick.
Yeah, that's really nice. Maybe 185 for her third, I think is a good
Yeah.
choice.
And
Fun little, it's a fun little game to play at home, guessing what jumps you think athletes will make.
And next is Temi's coming in for 190 kilo, a number that she's done as an 84, but now she's at 76. So we just have to wait and see.
Yeah,
But-
it's going to be interesting to see how that drop in weight impacts her here.
Yeah. But again, you can't count her out. She has the strength. As I said, she's a veteran in British powerlifting. She's done in so many internationals, so you expect her to do what she needs to do.
Absolutely.
Nice indeed.
Lovely from Temi. We know, like we said, she'll push through a hard squat.
Yeah, with Temi, almost like you expect that midpoint to be a little bit iffy.
She does get a depth call from the side referee, so let's just look at the replay. Obviously, this is from a bit more of a front angle.
It's good.
Yeah, it will remain a good lift, and we are already on to our final second attempt. A 10 kilo jump for Betty, 192.5. This will be a 2.5 kilo personal best for Betty on her second attempt, building a big total here.
I'm calling for her to load that record after this one. You just see how it moves. If it moves really well like her first, I'm expecting that record to be loaded next.
Yeah, it'll be 8.5 kilos on top of this. Let's see how that moves.
Again, with that close stance, it's hard to judge how much a lifter has got left.
Yeah, the brakes come on fast. Let's see how this moves, Betty.
Look at that.
Wow.
I expect that record to be loaded.
Yeah,
Nice one.
it's hard because the record is there within grasping distance, but also she's probably going to have her eye on Temi and
Yeah,
Sophia.
and
So
Sophia,
she
yeah.
wants as many kilos as she can get.
I agree.
Saying that, the chip would certainly help. We'll have to wait and see what she loads up there as we head into our third attempt.
When you're competing these big flights, every single kilo matters.
100%.
And we've seen it with the 66, Joey and Kibria, and we've seen it yesterday. So, yeah.
And Betty is also the lightest of the bunch, and she has loaded the record.
That's like we called it.
145 for Indiana. 5 kilo jump from her opener. And landing 10 kilos below your best after coming back from being injured, honestly, is not...
Perfect.
Yeah, it's a
Perfect.
fantastic place to be.
Perfect. You almost know you're not going backward.
Yeah. Oh, that's a big
Look at that, that's
fight.
the fight. Well done.
Excellent job from Indy there. And a good lift. You love to see it. And now, with that being the lift that has been impacting her the most, she can relax a little bit going
Yeah.
into bench and deadlift.
Yeah.
Diamond Franklin now 155 on the bar. 7.5 kilo jump from her second. Like we said, really hard to gauge how much she has left in her particular style.
So far, both of us squat, her first and her second have moved the same, and they looked the same as well.
Yeah. Unfortunately not there for Diamond today, but a great effort. I think it looked like she perhaps slowed it down a little bit more this time.
Yeah, and the brakes came in a little bit quicker.
We now have Romy Grieve, 167.5, 5 kilo jump.
Which is 7.5 kilo, her personal best. So I'm sure we'll be getting another pose after this.
But it's good, I've started to look forward to it.
Same here. People will remember you how you made them feel.
Exactly. Oh, she's nodding, it's
Lovely.
moving.
And everyone want her to get it. Brilliant, brilliant.
She runs into the crowd and gives Matt Gary a hug. I don't think they know each other, but
No, I don't think so.
it's great to see.
170 on the bar. This is for Sophia Ellis.
I think she got one in the bag, hugging the British head coach.
Is loaded.
Yeah, getting in the good books.
Is Sophia coming for her last 170 kilos?
5 kilo jump from her second.
Which moved all right, considering the issues she's been having, we mentioned. So we
Yeah.
expect it to move pretty much the same how our second moved.
Yeah, this is 10 kilos off her best ever squat as well. And like we were saying about Indy, you know, coming back from injury to end there, you know, you're in a pretty good place.
Yeah.
And if she can go 3 for 3 on squats, you know, she's in a really strong position. We know that she has one of the biggest deadlifts in British powerlifting.
Yeah.
There
Nice.
it is.
Again, brilliant, brilliant.
Excellent job from Sophia there. And you can see that she's happy and relieved, and she
Yeah.
should be.
The hardest is done for her,
Yeah,
and now she can enjoy bench and deadlift.
not very normal to see somebody who excels in both bench and deadlift and not in squat. You know,
Yeah.
it's usually one or the other.
You expect them to rest on the bench press,
Yeah, yeah.
like some of us do.
I'm not pointing any fingers. 175 now for Natasha Eaton. 3 red plates aside.
Beautiful, beautiful. That barbell looks really beautiful.
Still a little bit off of her best squat.
Very strong squatter. She has got a 195.5 kilo personal best. I assume that is potentially the Welsh national record. She had a little bit more in there. Well done.
Yeah, lovely third attempt there. It's also possible it could have been achieved in a higher weight class.
I agree. Or potentially divisional.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a good lift. Naomi James now retaking 175. Unfortunately, it was a no lift on an account depth. I think it was a confusion with the buttons. It wasn't overturned by the jury. I think it was originally always 2 to 1 and no lift. Looks a lot better. There we go. She proves a point. Ooh.
2 to 1.
Apparently her hands were open and closing on the bar. I think that's what center referee's saying. Let's have a look at the replay.
No,
That's tough.
that was them.
That's a tough call. Coach goes to the jury. Jury say no,
No.
unfortunately, and that is harsh. It's the name of the game, unfortunately. Again, the jury and refs being booed. We saw this yesterday.
We are becoming a sport.
Yeah, yeah. I suppose that's the silver lining.
Last chance to change openers. Bars loaded at 185 kilos for Lee.
And as we wait for that, unfortunately, remains a no lift. We go to Amy Laper, 185, 5 kilo personal best should she make this.
her 175 kilo moved quite well previously, so we expect this to, of course, again, last squat, 5 kilo PB. You don't expect it to fly.
Yeah, it definitely slowed down, but it looked really strong.
Yeah.
10 kilos is a lot of weight. Let's see how she moves it. Yeah. I think, and it's easy to say this in hindsight, you know, hindsight is 2020, but 10 kilos did seem a tad ambitious based on the speed of the second.
Yeah.
Like we said, we never know the grind some athletes have or don't have.
Oh. That
Wow.
is the history-making moment here for Millie.
I think we got so caught up in the open record, we forgot to then look at the junior record. Millie Mabbutt now coming out for that junior record held by Alice Francis Freeman, set in 2022, 187.5. It is an open competition, so she cannot chip it. Has to go over it by 2.5 kilos. I think it'll be hard, but based on her second, I think she might have it.
She has it. She has it. Again, it's just brilliant. As a junior, you come in to break a junior record with the seniors.
Yeah, without the advantage of a chip.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow,
Brilliant.
phenomenal job. She seems shocked
she's
herself.
shocked.
And it is a good lift and a new junior national record for Millie Mabbutt, just as she's about to leave the juniors herself.
She's almost shocked midway through, thinking, oh, it's coming back up.
And handled there by Benedict Grant, another junior who competed in the opens.
And did really well against Joey and Kibria there.
Yeah. 2 lifts remaining before we head through to the 93 kilo men. 195 for Temi.
Which is 5 kilo from her second. Again, you expect these weights, the Temi, to move, but she's come down to the 76, so.
Yeah, and this is 5 kilos off her best squat, remembering that she's coming down a weight class, so it'll be hard, but like we said, she can really grind a squat and it'll put her in a really strong position moving into bench. And there it is. We knew she could work hard. Let's wait for the lights. It is a good
That moved better
lift.
than her second.
It really did. I think she found the perfect depth for herself, where she didn't overdo it. Absolutely incredible, and she is now a threat.
And now there's another history-making moment.
Yeah, and I told you over and over not to count her out, and this is exactly why. Bessie Hanlon, fresh out of the juniors, looking to break the national squat record held by Emily Bennett from last summer in 2023.
And Emily is such a
strong.
Scary squatter. Very, very strong squatter.
So the final squat of the entire championships on the women's side
is a record.
It is a record, and how lucky are we? Bessie Hanlon, 201 kilos, more than she has ever squatted before for a British record attempt to take a chip into the rest of the competition. This is absolutely huge.
And that is 11 kilo more than her personal best.
This is a huge attempt from Betty. She's looked so strong so far. That nice narrow stance. If she can get past that parallel point, she will pop up.
Yeah.
The room has fallen silent for this record attempt.
Foot placement right there, perfect spot. There.
Oh, unfortunately
that
not.
Midpoint there.
Like we said, if she was going to get past that point, it would be quick, but just struggled a bit there.
But she walked away with 2.5 kilo personal best on a squat.
Yeah, and she also tried, but not so much. She tanked her energy reserves there, going into bench and deadlift. And that concludes the women's squats for the entire championships. We head through to the final squat session of the championships, and it will be the 93 kilo men. Normally we see this being the 120 plus, so a bit of a shape up there. We can see some familiar names: James Adcock, Will Pickering, Joey Awala from the juniors, fresh out of the 83s, Adam Fulat, Maxwell, Christian. Really, every name there is recognizable. And
it's about time to see the athletes now to step on the platform.
here they come out, a parade of the athletes. And it's worth remembering as well, over half of these athletes have represented GB internationally.
Yeah.
That is a prime time.
We're expecting really an experience right there.
Some of them looking a little bit more serious than others.
Because they all know this is it.
Yeah.
This is the battle we're all looking forward. And again, the fact that we have this on a Sunday is just beautiful.
Yeah.
The crowd is packed. Everyone is literally waiting for this one.
It's going to be a big fight. We've seen a healthy prep from Christian, which I think we haven't seen in quite a while. We have Maxwell coming in really strong. I've heard rumors of a little bit of an injury, but based on his openers, he's looking pretty good.
Yeah, and there's the likes of James Hadcock as well. I've always said this for years. A fit James is hard to beat, so we expect fire today.
Yeah, not forgetting Adam Fuller. Yeah, exactly. And Will Pickering, it's hard to pick really. Emmanuel Olatunji coming out now for 240.
We're expecting to have a fight just like the 120. I'm expecting that kind of fire today.
Lovely, easy opener from Emmanuel. That's a good lift.
Next one is the Amza Bam there, coming for 250 kilo. I think Amza, he's just moving from the 83s. I went up against him in 2023.
250 kilos for Hamza Bam. He is fired up.
These men are opening over a quarter of a ton.
Yeah.
That's a lot of weight.
Absolutely insane.
What a great time to be alive in our nation, to see the standards raising from the women, from the juniors, the sub-juniors, the open. It's just beautiful to watch.
A lovely opener.
That was quick.
Yeah, really nice. Took a little bit of time to set up, and it's worth doing so to make sure it's absolutely perfect
That
for yourself.
extra second, extra minutes, you need it.
Taking his own route off of the platform there, but as long as he finds his way back.
Yeah, before his next attempt.
Yeah. Jay Batten now, 252.5 kilos.
Nice opener there from Jay Batten.
And a good lift, 3 white lights. Could see some big opening attempts come up. The national record is 307.5, held by Christian. Christian's opening at 292.5.
And I believe he set a national record in Lithuania, a world, IPF world this year.
Yeah, that's when it would have been, in June 24. Morgan Porter Townsend now, 257.5.
Some of these lifters, some of these faces we see in here is almost the testing the water, and we'll be seeing them for many, many years to come.
Absolutely. Oh, I think he skipped the start command there.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, just got a little overeager there.
Because again, as I said in the beginning, these big platforms, sometimes you have that little bit of nerve, you know, during the lift or during the day, it's just come down after, but in the beginning it's always there lingering. So we expect him to come back for his second and hit that.
We now have James Adcock opening on 267.5 kilos. He's a previous junior national record holder.
I mean, James is the first 93 in our country that squatted over 300 kilo, which was a 303 at the juniors. But again, James has been injured, so I think for him it's just taking every lift as they come. And you expect speed on this one. Yeah.
Yeah, looked very comfortable for him. And it's a good lift, 3 white lights. And he may be taking a big jump. We don't know where he's going there. Will Pickering now, 270 kilos.
I saw Will lifting at Manchester Open this year. He had a tremendous, a fantastic deadlift with that 350 kilo deadlift.
Yeah, ended on 827.5 total at Manchester Open.
Yeah. And you expect these type of weights to move really, really quick with a 295 kilo squat PB.
Another lifter who's been around for many years.
First time I met Will was in 2021 European Championship in Västerås in Sweden. So again, another international.
Wow.
Nice, expect that.
Very strong opener from Will there. Oh, unfortunately, depth from the right side and a blue from the left-hand side. Let's have a look at that replay if possible. It's not possible. Never mind, but the jury will have it. So we'll have our eyes on them as the coach goes to the jury. Yeah, it looks like it's going to remain a no lift for Will. And now we have a junior lifter straight out of the 83s. It seems like he's filled up very quickly, weighing in at 92 kilos. Joey Owala, 275, already opening up pretty close to his personal best with 287.5. Seems like the weight is working for him.
I think Joey top squat during training. I saw him squatting 300 kilo just around that Manchester Open this year. So you expect this to move quite well.
Yeah,
fast.
Let's see if he can replicate that here at the national championships where the stakes are a little higher.
This is another one that will be fighting on that top 3.
Wow.
That was quick.
That was an extremely easy opener for Joey. And 2-1, a good lift. He does get a depth call from the far side referee.
He's just checked with the referee, and it was indeed depth. Always wise. 285 above, Adam Fuller. Giaffrey, Iandoku, get ready.
The next one is Adam Fuller with 285 kilo from Adam. Again, Adam has come from Dubai to do this. Always respect Adam when he had to fly for the British Championship.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. He is a 300 kilo squatter as well, so expecting big squat from him today if he's feeling healthy. Definitely a contender for podium.
Again, Adam is one of those lifters that has got a lot of passion on the platform. He loves this sport, he loves doing it. That's why he flies every time to come and do it.
It's a very tidy squat, yeah, really nice. Oh, unfortunately, not deep enough, getting a few lifters not meeting the requirements. That's our third 93 missing their opening attempt, Durans. None on strength, so it's important to note that they can come up and probably still jump up the weight on their second, but for now, one of our top 2 contenders, Maxwell Giampfi, 285. Again, another 300 plus squatter, has competed internationally for Team GB.
Yeah, we had Maxwell and Christian World. Maxwell, literally, they both came 4th and 5th. 200, I think it's a 2.5 kilo that separate both of them. Again, you expect Maxwell to make these weights literally move really well.
Well, I think you might have spoken a little too soon there. Let's. Yeah, 2 to 1-8. Good lift. Gets a depth call from the side referee.
Absolutely. The juries.
Let's have a look at that.
Checking it, so I'm sure.
Well, it looks deep, certainly.
Yeah. So as they say, Max is dealing with a little bit of an injury, so you expect probably that's what caused it.
Yeah.
Let's see how his second comes out. So Christian is coming with 292.5 kilo.
Yeah, he's got a PB of 315, it says here. Christian Ayandokan, 292.5, getting very close to his own British record of 307.5.
So that 315, he did it when he was a 98 kilo Christian at Manchester Open.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. His last total was a 93, was at Worlds, and he totaled 860.
And this prep, we've seen Christian squatting 317 with a 300 for free, so you expect this to move?
And that is nice.
Nice.
That is a good lift, 3 white lights, a comfortable start to the competition for Christian there.
Yeah. Not so much a Christian IPE, but it moves really well.
Yeah, absolutely. And we go into the second round of squats, still with 3 lifters without the opening attempts in for various reasons. Skip commands, depth, we got a blue in there. We see here Maxwell's jumped 15 kilos after that opening attempt.
Ooh, all or nothing, my darling.
Yeah, maybe he knows exactly what went wrong, but you know, from where we're sitting, that seems like a questionable jump. I hope he proves us wrong.
I hope it was just like maybe the setup of something he felt, so hopefully we'll fix it on this second.
Now have Emmanuel coming out for 255, a 15 kilo jump.
I expect this to move really well because his first moved good. Again, he's still a junior.
Yeah, wow.
Really deep squat right there.
Yeah, very tidy for his second attempt. And a good lift, 3 white lights, and actually the junior record still belongs to James of 303.
Yeah.
So now we have Morgan Porter Townsend retaking 257.5. He did get the squat, but he skipped the command.
Yeah.
So the strength is there. His coach had already turned around before he racked to put in the same number.
It's the first time I'm seeing Morgan on these national platform. Again, as I said, these big platforms, sometimes you've got a little bit of nerve. You just have to shake it off.
Yeah, he has totaled 765 at his last meet.
Yep.
Not getting the start command, asked to re-rack the bar. Just soft knees, it looks like. And this is a dangerous position to be in. He needs to go again. He's only got 14 seconds to get that start command. He has to get under that bar really quickly. Straighten those knees. You can soften them again after you get the command.
5 more seconds.
There we go.
Got that command.
Oh yeah, I was so worried about that.
I was literally waiting for the lights to come on.
Let's look at that again. Yeah, I didn't want to say anything because I was hoping I was wrong, but it just was high. And I think with everything going on, maybe that just slipped his mind a little bit there, and he wanted to get it over with because he rushed it.
But again, the strength is there. You can tell that the strength is there. Just he need to go that little bit deeper.
Yeah. 265 now for Hamza Bam, a 15 kilo jump from his opener.
Yeah, this is a 7.5 kilo off his personal best, so you expect this to move quite well from Hamza.
Yeah, his opener was really very tidy. You often see lifters check the weight on the bar themselves.
Yeah.
They only trust their own eyes.
But sometimes it is a good ritual to have to always check I always do that. I always check the bar, check both sides before I go in. I don't count the plate, how many plates I'm squatting, but I'm just checking is the right way. Tidy squat,
yeah,
nice and
so
tidy.
easy. Good lift, 3 white lights.
He has quite a fan base.
Yeah, it seems like it. By the sounds of it, a group of dogs are woofing in the audience.
They move as a pack.
Yes. 267.5 now for Jay Batten, a 15-kilo jump from his opener.
Nice and steady squat there. Beautiful squat from Jim Batten there.
2 to 1, a good lift. He does get a deck call from the center referee. Have a look at that again on the replay. Quite hard to tell with those all black singlets sometimes. But it's in the hands of the jury now.
Last check from the jury right there.
And it looks like it's going to remain a good lift.
All good.
Now, a lift that does need to be made. Will Pickering coming out. It's gone up 15 kilos anyway. The strength was no issue whatsoever. In fact, it moved very well. This is just 10 kilos off his personal best. He needs it to continue to build a total.
Will is rocking the new SBD Forge.
He wants some encouragement from the crowd. He needs this squat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks better this time. Let's wait for the light.
Strength was no issue right there.
It is a good lift. 3 white lights gives them no reason to doubt.
James has made a 20-kilo jump. Again, as I said, because James has been dealing with the injuries. It's almost like he takes every attempt as it comes.
Yeah, well, we did say after his opener, you know, we wonder if he'd take those bigger jumps, and it looks like he has. 20-kilo jump as a 93 still is a pretty sizable
That is a sizable jump. And I expect him probably to make another 21 for a third, depending how this one moves. Again, he's a 300-plus squatter.
Yeah, it's been a little while since he's been up there, though.
A little bit wobble there in the midpoint.
Yeah, it's a nice-looking second, but I can't see another 20 kilos on top of there.
So he's taken his knee slip down, so I hope there's nothing's wrong there. Just a cramp or something like that.
I think some of the lifters who wear those stiffer sleeves tend to try and pull them down whenever they can, to be fair. So it could be that.
Yeah.
Now, Adam Fulat, again, another lifter that didn't get the opening attempt in, has jumped 5 kilos, so still a small jump compared to how he'd probably want to have jumped. You know, and he's definitely fighting a healthy position to be in bronze overall. Want to be on the podium. He needs this squat though.
Big squatters, you need every squat. Again, let's wait for the referee lights there. It moves really quick. Again,
yeah,
this
little
is
worried
just
there.
the right hand side and the front.
Let's have a look at the replay. Only getting 1 white light.
Looks alright.
Coach goes to the jury. Jury say, nope, that is not deep enough.
No, not deep enough.
And 2 lifters in a pretty sticky situation now.
Yep.
That is Adam Fulat and Morgan Porter Townsend. But now Joey Awala jumps 17.5 kilos to 292.5. Already this will be a 5-kilo personal best for him. Having a little bit more fun here at an open competition. The pressure is off a little bit. And this is a huge second attempt for Joey.
And again, as I said, Joey could have waited until next year to do the juniors nationals as a 93, but he opted to come and battle it out with the best in the country. Again, he's one of them ones that will be fighting for that podium as well. settle.
Yeah, let's see how this second attempt moves. Could put him in a really good position. Still pretty quick, actually,
It
there.
moves pretty quick. And again, he always looks down when he's. Ooh.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Let's
maybe
see
not
there.
used to that extra body weight yet. Let's have a look at that on the replay. Coach goes to the jury, and from the front, it looks quite
It looks
deep.
quite deep. I expect that to. Yeah.
The jury are discussing it,
Yeah,
and
he's
yeah,
gonna
they're
get it.
overturning it
Yeah,
to a
overturn
good
it.
lift,
Good lift
for
for Joey
Joey.
right there. But again, he's a squatter that always look down when he's squatting. I find it so hard when I look down.
Yeah, each to their own, you know, whatever works for you.
Yeah.
Puts him in reaching distance of that record, and someone else within reaching distance, Maxwell, 300 kilos for his second squat, 15 kilo jump.
Again, let's see how Maxwell's second move, because his first didn't really move really well on that midpoint, that wobble at the top.
Yeah, we were surprised to see the 15 kilo jump.
Yeah.
Perhaps he's hustling us all.
Yeah. But Maxwell is a lion. Yeah.
Wow. And he
This is
indeed did hustle
incredible.
us. It is a
Wow.
good lift. 3 white lights
Wow.
for Maxwell, and I'm happy to be proved wrong in this situation. And that is 7.5 kilos off of the national record, but I'll tell you what, someone else is trying to push it first. The record holder himself, Christian Ayandokun, attempting it here on his second attempt, jumping to 308.5. The chips having to be shown to the referees, as it is a record attempt. This chip will certainly help him in that fight for overall as well.
I think for Christian in this competition is about making that statement to the world best. I'm
Yeah.
sure they're all waiting and watching. Today, everybody was messaging me, is he ready? Is he ready? I was like, just watch.
It
Let's wait and
looks
see.
like he is ready. 308.5 on the bar for Christian Ayandokun to extend his own national record on his second attempt.
Yeah.
Let's see if he is indeed ready.
It's a 308.5 kilo. It's a lot of weight. Lot of weight.
Oh,
Yeah.
and it looks easy as
Easy,
usual in
easy as
classic
usual.
Christian style. 3 white lights, a good lift, and a new British record for Christian Ayandokun on his second attempt. Wow.
Wow.
And actually, I would argue that looked a little bit more comfortable than the opener.
He looks comfortable in the opener. The opener was a little bit not a Christian IPE, but the
Yeah.
second was all right.
Yeah, working back to it, working in backwards RPE.
Yeah.
And now we head into the third and final round of squats for the whole competition. And this is one of 2 very important squats coming up. Morgan Porter Townsend needs this to post a total.
When you're put in this position, what you need to do, you just need to take that extra second, extra timing,
Yeah, and listen,
refocus, and you got it.
you'd rather miss on strength than on depth.
Yeah.
You know, sink
Yeah.
it. The first time, missed it on a skip command. Second time, had to re-rack because of soft knees, then rushed it a little bit and squat a little bit high.
Yeah.
Now, he knows he needs to wait for the command. He has time to straighten his knees. Just needs to sink it a bit further. It's a comfortable weight for him.
He knows how he felt. There.
And it's certainly better. Is it good enough?
Much better than the other 2. Yeah.
There we go.
It's always good to see a lifter staying in the competition than literally like bombing out.
Yeah, we don't ever want to see a competitor leave like that. Certainly stresses us out over this way.
Oh, yeah.
Can't imagine how he's felt.
And these flights as well, when you get 1 minus lifter, the flights go smaller,
Yeah.
less time to rest. Next one is Emmanuel there coming with 262.5 kilo, which is his personal, he's just about to hit his personal best, to match his personal best on the national platform as a junior. Been coached there by Sam Ziana's coach. Beautiful.
Yeah, lovely attempt there. And it is a good lift. 3 white lights and a match personal best. These certainly are shaping up to be 2 very exciting flights. Bar now loaded to 275 for Jay Batten. So also a match personal best. Nice clean red plates there.
It's lovely to see those 5 red plates. Beautiful. Good second attempt there, moves really well.
It looked like a second attempt, but that was in fact his 3rd and final attempt, because easy mistake to make with how that moved. A lovely end to the day of squats for Jay.
Arms are coming for 277.5 kilo, which is 5 kilo more than his PB. I thought it was 5 kilo off. That's a 5 kilo PB right there for Hamza.
Like you said, a bit newer to the weight class, hitting PBs a little more frequently. That's what we like to see. 277.5 here.
Again, as I said, it's always nice to see a lifter hitting PBs on a national platform. I mean, prep went well. Most of these lifters, they've trained for the entire year, so just for this moment.
Oh, that is lovely.
Lovely, nice control, 3rd there, beautiful.
And a very comfortable personal best.
You can almost tell that he had a little bit more there in the tank.
Yeah, and like we were saying before, it's sometimes worth leaving a little in the tank for bench and deadlifts. You know, it's a day of 9 lifts, not a day of 3.
Yeah. Adam Fuller there coming for his 3rd. He needs this one.
Yeah, he went up after missing his opener. Referee is not happy with the depth on his 2nd, needs to sink this on his 3rd. He is a 300 kilo squatter, so hopefully 290 is one he can sink just a little bit further.
We've seen the jury there. They've moved it away just to see, to check the depth properly there.
He's come a long way to compete today. Let's see him put his best foot forwards.
Yeah. His strength is there, he just needs to sink it.
Yeah,
Much
looks
better.
a lot better.
Yeah.
And he is back in the game. Sets him back a little bit, but he is still fighting for that podium position. It looks like James Adcock could, if he gets a 3rd squat, sneak up a little bit. But Adam's still in a pretty good spot there.
Again, James is coming for 295 kilo there, which is 8 kilo off his personal best. But with someone that has been injured, hitting this type of weight gives a little bit of confidence that I'm moving in the right direction.
Yeah, absolutely. The 2nd started to look a little bit tough, so let's see.
Yeah,
he's got another 7.5 kilos in him. Oh, that looks much
better than his 2nd. Again, he had a little bit more there in the tank, but you don't risk things like that, especially when you've been nursing injuries.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good lift, 3 white lights, and you know, it wasn't worth the risk based on how his 2nd moved.
Yeah.
Like we said, leave energy in the tank for bench and deadlift. He's got a pretty big deadlift on him as well.
And Will Pickering has jumped to 300 kilo after his 285 kilo on the 2nd, which is 5.5 kilo PB.
Yeah, and it's a big milestone hitting that 300 kilo squat.
Always I've said this before, and I've said this in the beginning of the week. No matter what weight class you are, 300 kilos and 300 kilos.
Made the smart choice to go up after missing his opener. Got it on his second. Still looks strong. Will he hit that 300 today?
Sink it.
Oh, it looks good. Let's wait for the lights from the referees.
I mean, brilliant. That was a brilliant squat.
Phenomenal job there from Will. And I think the perfect number on the bar there for him.
I mean, seeing our 93 squatting 300 after 300 after 300 is just beautiful to watch.
Yeah, we have back-to-back 4 attempts 300 and up, which is absolutely incredible. And one of them belongs to a junior, Joey Awala, fresh into the 93s from the 83s. 300 kilos on the bar.
He's looking to go 3 for 3 on the squat.
The 7.5 kilo jump, I see no reason why he can't get this. It might be hard, but he is looking strong. This would be a huge 12.5 kilo personal best for Joey if he gets this again. Another lifter hitting that big 300 kilo.
Oh.
Just been asked to re-rack there, not getting the start command and runs out of
He run out of
time.
time.
Unfortunately, that is such a shame. It would have been great to see him
to
squat.
to battle that squat again. I don't. This is what you don't want to see on the platform. You don't wish or you don't want a lifter to run out of time.
Yeah, you know, I think people sometimes, and I'm not saying this is what Joey did, but come on quite lackadaisically and use up a lot of their time. It's well worth getting there as soon as possible for that reason. Maxwell now coming out with 305, just 3.5 kilos below the new national record, but not looking to take any risks.
He's just trying to match his personal best. His second moved better than his first. We saw that little bit of wobble on his first squat.
Yeah, taking a more sensible, conservative 5 here. It's an interesting spread of jumps.
Yeah. Again, Maxwell opting for that reflect knee sleeves, the blue.
Not getting the start command. There we go. Very deep as usual. Wow,
Again,
manages to
Jesus
fight through
Christ.
it. Absolutely
This
incredible.
is what you want to see. This is what you want. Lifters leaving everything on the platform.
That is insane. What a grind from Maxwell. He seems to be grabbing his back a little bit, but let's have a look at that grind again. So deep. Did not let the bar dip. What a job.
I hope this is not going to affect his back injury that the rumor that we heard earlier.
Yeah, and let's hope it was just that, a rumor.
Another history-making moment
Yeah.
from Christian.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is our final squat of the British Championships. We saw the final squat in the women's be a record attempt, and now in the men's again, we're seeing a record attempt. The quality is ever rising here in British powerlifting. Christian Ayondokan, 313.5 kilos, has already extended his own national record by a kilo, now looking to add another 5 onto that. 313.5 puts him in amazing position, 10 kilos ahead of Maxwell if he is to get this heading into bench press.
And I expect this to be within reach for Christian.
Based on his second, yeah, 5 kilos isn't a huge ask. Let's see how it moves for a new national record. And there he is.
Well done.
It looks good. We wait for the confirmation. 2 to 1,
2
a
to
good
1.
lift as
Let's
a
see
new
what the referee-
national record. He gets a depth call from the far side referee. We'll have a look at that in the replay. as the jury will too. But they seem happy with it,
Yeah,
so the
they're happy
record
with it.
will stand. Wow.
It was brilliant.
What an amazing flight of squats, both the women and the men.
Again, this is what we want for our national championships. The last
Yeah.
2 squats for both flights at national records.
Yeah, it shows that the standards are forever being pushed up and up and up. We're going to head into a 10-minute break now before the final bench session of the championship, so don't go anywhere and we will catch you then.
Out here in the UK, Young Russ, we got Ja here, we got Bobby here, we got Jerence here, we getting it in, feel me?
ESN, made for athletes.
Out here in the UK, Young Russ, we got Ja here, we got Bobby here, we got Jerence here, we getting it in, feel me? out here in the UK, Young Russ, we got Ja here, we got Bobby here, we got Jerence here, we getting it in. Feel me?
ESN. Made for athletes.
You know what I'm saying? Out here in the UK, Young Russ, we got Ja here, we got Bobby here, we got Jerence here, we getting it in. Feel me?
Hello and welcome back to the SBD British Open Classic Championship 2024. We're about to head into the final bench press session of the week. We have the 76 kilo prime time and the 93 kilo prime time. Kicking us off, we have the first flight of 10, the 76s. The national record is held by Sophia Ellis at 125. Kicking us off, Natasha Eaton, 80 kilos on the bar. .30 seconds on the clock. Plenty of time, of course. You never want to time out and have to reset.
That is 3 white lights and a good lift for Natasha. 85 on the bar for Naomi James now.
And that is a good lift, 3 white lights.
Bars loaded. 85 kilos for Naomi James.
85 kilos now for Naomi James.
That's a speedy opener there for Naomi.
Yeah, very comfortable. And a good lift, 3 white lights. And hopefully she has a more agreeable bench session. Got some strict calls in the squat.
Yeah, that squat was a little bit strict, that second one there.
But on the board with bench, that's what we like to see. Diamond Franklin now coming out for 85 kilos. 10 kilos below her best. Really clean opener.
I think we're seeing a recurring theme here from Diamond. She's controlling all her lifts, all her attempts. Almost her bench press is as controlling as her squat.
Yeah, it allows you to create, control the tension in your body a little bit more. Yeah. Romy Grieve now, as expected, coming out with joy, 87.5 kilos, opening on her bench PB.
Almost now, I can't wait to see her coming out for the deadlifts now.
Yeah, her last deadlift.
Yeah. That's a speedy opener there for your. I mean, when you're opening with your bench PB, it's huge. It's huge, and then moving it like that is just wow, criminal.
Yeah, really nice. 3 white lights, a good lift, and of course a nice little curtsy to the crowd. 87.5 remains on the bar for Amy Leeper,
which is 7.5 kilo off her PB.
I held a little bit on her chest there. So a lifter gets the start command when the center referee is happy that the bar is stationary on their chest. It's a good lift, however. I think maybe just a bit floaty on the chest for a while. 90 kilos now for Indy. Opening 2.5 kilos above her personal best.
So I think, again, as you said earlier, her injuries have been affecting her squat, but they have not been affecting her bench press or deadlift, which is a great news to hear, or great thing to see.
Yeah, and I imagine it means that she's made some good progression with her bench. Well, definitely the case since she's opening 2.5 kilos above her best.
That
2
is
to 1, a good lift. He gets a yellow from the right-hand side referee.
Side referee, I'm assuming the book came up, that's usually what it is. Next weight on the bar is 90.
Push the back there on the.
No, it's not a but. I think the side ref said the command. But centre referee happy with it, so should be fine. Millie Mabbott now, 90 kilos.
That is a 7.5 kilo off her personal best, so you expect that to move quite well. Again, some lifters we've seen on the platform, some of them with wrist wrap, some of them with a belt, some of them without none of those. Again, it all depends how comfortable you are with using them or not. Again, speedy opener there from Millie.
Yeah, really nice opener. And a good lift, 3 white lights. After a great squat session, walking away with the new British junior squat record, 187.5.
Next one now, I think we have got Temi Milgater coming for 107.5 kilo as an opener.
Yeah, the next 3 lifters all opening well above 100 kilos, and those are the 3 fighting for those podium positions. And honestly, it is going to be close all the way until the end. 107.5 now for Temi. Has a huge personal best of 127.5, and usually when you drop weight, bench is the first one that tanks a little bit.
Yep.
So let's see how this moves.
I've been seeing her training. Her bench has been quite strong this prep. Yep.
And again, Temi's one of those hard lifters to gauge because she can just keep pushing through some quite difficult lifts on all 3. It's easy to forget that she was out with quite a bad back injury just a few years ago.
Again, this is a sport there where patience is everything.
Yeah, absolutely. 112.5 kilos for Betty Hanlon, opening on her personal best. She's having a phenomenal day so far. Narrowly missed the open record on her 3rd, but still walked away with the 192.5 squat on her 2nd.
And this is what we call the junior magic, opening with your personal best bench press.
Yeah, and she's currently only on prognosis 2.5 kilos behind Sophia Ellis.
This is going to be quite a tight battle right here.
Very controlled.
Wow.
Almost done in 2 segments. She brings it down slightly and then again to her chest.
Yeah.
She does get a depth call from the right side referees for elbow depth.
She's just checking that. I think they're happy with it.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to remain a good lift, which means we have 1 opening attempt left. Sophia Ellis, 115, the current record holder with 125. She got that in Lithuania earlier this year at Open Worlds.
Big bench. 2 red plates on a bench press.
Wow.
Okay. Bench specialist.
Again, 2 to 1. That right-hand side referee not convinced by the elbow depth. Have a look at that in the replay. Hard to see elbow depth from here, but the jury will have the view.
Just checking it. I think they're happy with it.
And that means all lifters have a bench press on the board and continue to build and grow from here. Into 2nd attempts, 87.5 kilos for Natasha Eaton.
I think bench press is probably one of the most technical lifts. There's quite a few things to look for.
Yeah, there's a lot that can go wrong, so therefore a lot of lifter has to think about. You have to keep your head, glutes, feet down. You have to reach elbow depth. You can't put your feet on the bench Your elbows cannot be soft. The bar cannot go down. You have to listen to the commands.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I'm missing some.
Your bum, your feet, your head. That was quite a hard touch there, but again, some people prefer to be a little bit harder.
3 white lights, a good lift, yeah. And I've just thought of a couple more. You can't touch the bar on your belt.
Yeah.
And you cannot double bounce it on your chest. There are many things that can go wrong, so the fact that they go right is even more impressive.
It is impressive.
Naomi James now 90 kilos. Just 2.5 off her personal best.
Judging from half opener, this should move quite well.
Perfect elbow depth. Nice, snappy
Good
bench.
second attempt right there.
That's a good lift.
Bars loaded. 90 kilos for Diamond Franklin.
90 kilos remains on the bar for Diamond Franklin, a 5-kilo jump, leaving her just 5 below her personal best. Perhaps looking to match that on her third should this move well.
Yep. Again, bench press is the movement that people intend not to jump big, except some of the jumps we saw yesterday, 20, 25 kilo on the bench press. Nice and control second attempt there.
Yeah, still very smooth for her. Lovely second attempt. And 2 to 1, a good lift. Centre referee is indicating the blue for elbows, not for depth, for lockout.
I mean, looking at the replay there, it looks clean to me.
Yeah, and the jury seem happy with it as well. Indiana now taking a 2.5-kilo jump to 92.5. Opened on a PB, which means everything she does from there on out is a personal best.
And especially when you're doing it on a bench press.
Yeah.
Your day is just going amazing.
Absolutely. Especially on bench press, 2.5 kilos really can feel like a lot of extra weight on the bar.
I wish one day I can open up my personal best.
Got held for quite a while there. Gets the command. Oh, that's a good fight.
That's a lift fight.
I don't think the bar dipped. Let's wait for the lights.
It's, as soon as she went past the midpoint, it was just a pop at the top.
Yeah. Thing is, if she's able to get it off the chest past that midpoint, like you said, it will pop.
Yeah.
Now we have Romy Grieve, 92.5, a 5-kilo jump from her opener.
She's having fun. She's really having fun with this sport.
This is a 5-kilo jump on a 5-kilo personal best, opened on her PB.
It's been handled by our best 69 kilo.
Yeah, lovely.
Lovely.
And now we wait for the celebration.
That's it.
3 white lights, a good lift. Like you said, we'll definitely remember her.
Yeah.
92.5 remains on the bar for Amy Lipa, a 5-kilo jump. Just leaving her shy of her personal best with 95. Wow.
She's getting that little bit, that extra second on her chest.
Yeah, and because a similar style,
Yeah.
ooh, I think yellow from either side usually indicates there's a bit of butt lift. So let's look
Yeah.
at the replay. Centre referee not happy with the depth. Yeah, it looks like the glutes just popped up there.
Millie there coming for with 95 kilo.
Yeah, this is just 2.5 kilos below her personal best. At this rate, on track for a very healthy total PB.
Just a reminder there, the British junior bench press record is held by Alice Frances Freeman, 117.5 kilos. Again, 2021, that's when it was set.
Yeah, it's quite a while now.
Nice and easy there from Millie.
And a good lift, 3 white lights. Yeah, she's having a great day so far. 5 for 5 as it stands. Looks like she'll be going for that 100 kilos on that third, I imagine. Temi now, 112.5 kilos. So a 5 kilo jump from her opener, looking to rack up as many kilos as possible. On prognosis, currently in the lead, ahead of Sophia Ellis.
Little bit sticky there in the midpoint, but again, good lift there from Temi. Again, Temi is one of them lifter where it's really hard to gauge where it is.
And listen, it can go up, you know, unevenly, slowly, with some sticking points. As long as it doesn't dip, it's a fine lift.
Yeah.
Get from A to B, 3 white lights, doesn't matter how you got there.
Yeah, even if you go 2 lockout, left and right after.
Yeah.
I've seen that in the past.
Yeah, you see it a lot with that. Some uneven lifters. 117.5 for Betty Hanlon, a 5 kilo jump. Looking, again, really strong today. And she is staying nice and tight with Temi and Sophia. She is not dropping off behind whatsoever. Slightly smaller deadlift, but she could definitely profit from one of the other two pushing each other and missing if she goes 9 for 9 or 8 for 9.
Yeah, I mean, talking about smaller deadlifts, it's still the third biggest there. Nice and easy right there.
Yeah, plenty left in the tank there. And a good lift, 3 white lights, and a 5 kilo personal best. Yeah, not a small deadlift. Just with Temi opening at 210 and Sophia 220, 197.5 is slightly behind, but still much higher than a lot of the other lifters.
Yeah.
Sophia Ellis now to take 120 kilos, just 5 kilos below her British record. And if this moves well, I imagine she's looking to take a chip into deadlift, which certainly will help.
But she had the British record on the deadlifts as well, so she either have it on the bench press or on the deadlift.
Any more kilos she can get on the bench means less she has to put on the bar for deadlift.
Yeah, I agree.
Wow.
Again, nice and smooth bench press there from Sophia Ellis.
2 to 1, a good lift. Does get a depth call from the right-hand side referee, and I'd be surprised not to see 125.5 on there for the third attempt.
Yeah.
You know, that chip could really come in helpful, especially with how close Temi and Betty are. And it looks like Betty is the lightest, followed by Sophia, Temi being the heaviest. Head into the third round of bench now.
Yep, that record there has been loaded by Sophia Ellis.
There we go, as expected. Natasha Eaton, 90 kilos. Looks strong. Let's wait for the lights.
Very strong bench right there.
Yeah, with that style, sometimes the leg drive can cause the butt to lift off the bench.
Yeah.
So let's have a look.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Unfortunately, that's overturned to a no lift. That's a no lift for Natasha Eaton. Naomi James now 92.5 for a matched personal best.
Again, Naomi's opening with 195 kilo there on the deadlift.
They're very
Again,
strong.
This is very, very strong pull right there. Oh, that's a little bit of fat. That's a good lift right there. 2 to 1.
Yeah, got held a little bit on the chest, but still managed to push through a difficult lift. Gets a depth call.
A little bit check from the juries there.
And I would certainly be surprised. Her first and second depth was pretty perfect.
They're okay with it.
92.5 now for Diamond Franklin. Again, a very controlled lifter.
That is 7.5 kilo from her first to her third. So this is why I said that bench press is one of the movements that people intend to take smaller jumps.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Yeah. Because it's too technical.
Oh, that is a great fight. Just couldn't quite get past that middle point there.
No lift for Franklin. 92.5 on the bar for Amy Leaper. Second attempt at this weight. Montague, Grieve, get ready, and the bar is loaded.
We now have
92.5 kilos for
Amy Leaper coming out to retake 92.5 after missing it on her second.
I think that was bat lifts on the second.
Yeah, wasn't the easiest, so let's hope she can come out again, get it here on her third. She got yellows from either side referee and a depth call from the center referee. Looks like she did a better job of it this time.
Much better than a second.
And that is 3 white lights. Gets that 92.5 on the board.
To follow, 3 attempts to change openers for the men. 3 attempts only. Bar loaded. 95 kilos.
95 kilos on the bar for Indiana Montague. 2.5 kilo jump, and this will be for a 7.5 kilo personal best.
Yep.
Oh, that's a lovely third attempt from Indy.
Good bench press there. Good third attempt.
3 white lights, a good lift. And she skips off the platform, celebrating, and so she should, with a 7.5 kilo PB.
7.5 kilo PB on the bench press is big.
Yeah, phenomenal job there. 95 kilos for Romy Grieve, another one of the lifters opening at 195 on the deadlifts.
And another 7.5 kilo here for Romy Graves.
Yeah, absolutely massive.
Now I'm looking forward to the celebration now. I just want her to get her lift.
Flip the rack, didn't phase her. Really lovely third.
Didn't go down at all. The jury are checking it. They're still checking.
Yeah. Oh, they're overturning it to a no lift. Sometimes making yourself memorable isn't always the best thing for that reason.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen it in the past with Gavin Aiden celebrating a squat and then it turned out to be 3 red lights.
Yeah, that one stuck in your brain, did it?
Always, always. It's a moment.
97.5 kilos for Millie Mabbott. A 2.5 kilo jump for a match personal best.
This is why I don't celebrate lift. I look at the light first.
I'm going to hold you to that.
Oh, trust me. I cry before I look at the light, by the way. She's, oh, good bench press.
Yeah,
She just matched her PB right there.
Another great attempt. 3 white lights, 6 for 6. On great form today.
Yeah.
Crying could be a celebration of sorts.
Crying as a celebration.
That's how you did it.
We will try next year at World again. I hope it's not going to be tears of sadness, so we'll see.
115 kilos for Temi now, a 2.5 kilo jump. Looking to build as big a subtotal as she can, heading into deadlifts, currently with a lead of 7.5 kilos.
The confidence that Tammy walks on the platform with, you know, she's about to bury that weight.
Wow, and there it goes. Like I said, it doesn't matter how it goes up.
Wow.
Oh, but it does matter that you keep your butt down. Let's have a look at that in the replay.
Yeah, jump the rack command basically, so it was back in the rack before the rack command was given. I know that was part of his trajectory, but that is a fail, I'm sorry.
Oh, I think it was a skipped command, perhaps. It looks like. Coach goes to the jury.
Yeah.
But it looks like they're sticking with the decision, unfortunately. Luckily, she only jumped 2.5, so doesn't miss out on too much there.
Yeah, it's a 2.5 kilo she's lost there. So, yeah. Bettina's coming in next with 120 kilos.
Another 2.5 kilo jump, and this is for a 7.5 kilo personal best on bench.
Huge.
And with her deadlift opener, should she get this, she will also match her best total.
Matching your best total in your deadlift opener. Happy days.
Well, some of our best totals isn't the world record, you know, so.
It's true. Used to be old school.
Oh, a fantastic fight. The question is, did it
Let's wait for the light there from the referee. Yeah, we saw the little bit of dip there.
Blues across the board and 1 yellow. The downward movement and possibly a change of electric position. No lid, I am sorry to say. Okay, last bench for the ladies.
Great fight though. So Temi and Betty both missing out on 2.5, so leaving pretty evenly. But this is where Sophia can gain some ground. She's jumping 5.5 kilos, as we suspected, to push her own British record up by 0.5 kilo, and arguably more important in the fight today, to gain a chip heading into deadlifts where she has an advantage anyway.
I never thought I was ever going to say that. It's hard to go up against a bench presser.
Yeah, that subtotal can be pretty dangerous. We've seen it so far this week, and now Sophia Ellis 125.5 for a 0.5 kilo personal best, a 0.5 kilo extension of her British record, and to go into deadlifts with a chip. Yeah,
and then looking at her second, the way it moves, she definitely has this one. And you expect even more in the tank. Yeah, this is that 2 lockout I was talking about.
Yeah, went up unevenly, but it went up. Oh, and unfortunately, no lift for depth. The coach goes to the jury. Let's have a look at that again in the replay.
Yeah. Oh.
And that certainly will hurt her heading into deadlifts. She doesn't get the chip.
Yeah,
it's been overturned to a good lift.
There. It's a good lift.
That is a new British record. She heads into the deadlift with a chip, rather than a chip on her shoulder.
It's true.
We now head into the 93 kilo men for their bench press attempts. Morgan Porter Townsend just got back in the nick of time with with his last squat, 257.5. let's hope bench press is a little less stressful for him.
Again, we're seeing some big benches in this weight class here. Maxwell, I've just saw him benching 225 kilo during training, so you expect some fireworks today.
Yeah, his own record is the British record, 217.5.
Yeah.
Just been told, I think he needs to be further down the bench. Oh no,
No, you
arms.
need to lock his elbows.
Yes, 8 seconds left. This is very similar. Getting flashbacks
That's the
here.
pressure.
2 seconds to
Ooh,
go.
2
He
seconds.
gets it.
Ooh.
Oh, that is very tough to see. Gets 2 blues.
Again, it's just worth reminding the viewers, the chief referee will not gonna give you a start command if your elbows are not locked. They
Yeah.
intend sometimes to ask you to re-rack and do it again.
So hopefully comes back and gets that on his second. 152.5 remains on the bar for Jay Batten.
I know, as I always say to people, take your time on the platform, but sometimes, yes, you have to keep an eye on that clock. Speedy opener there by Jay Batten.
That is a good lift. 3 white lights. 160 going on the bar for Emmanuel Olatunji. Emmanuel coming out now for his opening attempt. Has a personal best of 162.5, so just 2.5 kilos below that here.
Nice opener there by Emmanuel. I think he's one of our sub-juniors we have on this weight class.
Yeah, he's one of our juniors. Sub-juniors would be impressive. I don't think
Oh,
sub-juniors
he's a
are
junior.
allowed
He
to
is a junior. He is a
compete
junior.
at Classic.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
That would be something. I mean, not so basically a sub-junior.
Basically, yeah.
170 for Hamza Bam.
It's a speedy opener there from Hamza Bound, 170 kilos.
Still waiting for a right side vote. Thank you. 3 white lights.
3 white lights, a good lift.
James Adcock. Pickering, a while I get ready. Bar is loaded. For 170 kilos for James Adcock.
James Adcock coming out now for an opener of 170 kilos. Has a personal best of 175, so opening pretty close to that.
I've seen James benching 182 kilo in training, so I expect this to move comfortably here.
Yeah,
as
and
expected.
it does. Although we can't always take training
Yeah,
numbers for...
yeah, because these lifters have to make weight. These lifters have got different conditions where they're lifting in, and of course this is a big platform as well. You don't always hit your training numbers on these big platforms.
Yeah, absolutely, but it looked like a good opener. Will Pickering now, 172.5.
With a 185 kilo bench press PB, I expect this to move really well for Will. Again, he had a massive 300 kilo squat. He reminded me, I told you so.
Yeah. I mean, he had a bit of a trouble opening with squats,
Yeah.
but he prevailed. He moved up anyway, and like you said, ended on that big 300.
Yeah. Sometimes it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Yeah, absolutely. Ooh, did he
That
meet
was a
or
little bit quick.
I'm wondering if he met the command or he beat the
Ooh,
command.
yes, just like I thought. Yeah, beat the command there.
Yeah, Will really looking to give his coach a bit of a heart attack today, missing squat and
Missing
bench.
squat and bench.
But I imagine they'll do a similar thing they did for squats. Go up anyway, listen out for those commands.
It looks like the strength is there. It's just the speed was there.
His body and mind know no difference to him getting the lift and not getting the lift.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
180 kilos now for Joey Owala. This
Yeah.
is 5 kilos below his personal best. And like we said, when you go down a weight class, usually bench is first effective. And similar when you go up a weight class, you
Bench
see,
increase.
yeah,
Yeah.
you see that gain on
Yeah.
bench. Timed out for that 300 kilo squat on his last squat, which is such a shame. We didn't get to see him attempt it.
Yeah.
Let's hope bench press, he gives himself a little bit more time.
Again, seeing the talent that is coming out from our juniors lifters is just incredible in GB.
That's a nice looking
Nice and
opener.
tight there from Joey.
And there's a good lift, 3 white lights. And it looks like he's in a good position to hit a personal best on the platform today.
Yeah.
Bars loaded, 187.5 kilos, Adam Fulat.
187.5 kilos for Adam Fulat.
Yeah, Adam had a little bit of a day on
Bit of
the
trouble.
squats.
Yeah, just got that last squat in, but he's on the board. That's what matters, and still in a good position to fight for that podium place.
And he's always been a big bencher, so you expect probably getting close to that north 190 kilos.
Yeah, another one of those athletes actually who has got a big bench, but also a big deadlift.
Yeah. Flip.
And that is a good lift, 3 white lights.
And the next episode is Christian coming for 195 kilo there.
Yeah, Christian, a very well-rounded athlete, both him and Maxwell, you know, and you really have to be at the top of weight classes these days.
Yeah.
195 for Christian.
Christian and Maxwell now, we're talking about they will be chasing that list of the best of the world, isn't it? In terms of like the 3 lifts, bench, squat, deadlift, they have everything they need.
This is just 15 kilos below Christian's best. So hopefully a nice, comfortable opener for him. A huge opening attempt.
As always, that slow, steady, soft touch from Christian.
2 to 1, a good lift. A yellow from the side referee, and I think the side referee was worried about what I was. I was wondering if he met or jumped the command, but did very well to meet it.
The jury are happy with it.
Yeah, and the thing is, if you meet the command, you're absolutely fine, but it takes a fine ear and
Yeah.
a big skill to do it at the exact right time.
Yeah.
A millisecond too early and you've jumped it. Our final opening attempt, we have Maxwell coming out for 207.5. Has a personal best of 217.5, which is the British record, which he hit in Lithuania. And again, Christian currently has a chip going into deadlift. This is where Maxwell could potentially get one himself.
Yeah. Oof.
Like his
Little
squat
bit-
opener, a bit of
Yeah,
turbulence.
a little bit of wobble there. Yeah, we saw that.
So he gets yellows for those. Let's have a look at that here. His head was off the top
Yeah.
of the bench. You can see
Yeah,
just through
yeah.
the spotter's legs there, unfortunately. And that's a little worrying considering how it moved, but if he does anything like he did on his squats, you know,
Yeah.
second should look better.
Let's see whether they will take it or they will go up again.
And similarly to our squats, 3 lifters without an opener in, and not what you normally see in a primetime session. 2 of the lifters the same as the squats, the first of which Morgan Porter Townsend, retaking 152.5. So just got 2 blues on his opening attempt.
Yep.
And he's on the board. 3 white lights. And I can only hope the trend does not continue on into deadlifts.
It's going to make it exciting, though.
160 kilos for Jay Batten, a 7.5 kilo jump. This matches his personal best.
When you hit your personal best on your first or second, it just tells you how great your prep has been.
Yeah, absolutely. He also matched his squat PB, so yeah, like you said, looking good.
Yeah, that does not look like he has a 160 kilo personal best. Looks like there's a little bit more in there.
Yeah, absolutely. Bar being loaded to 167.5 for Emmanuel Olatunji now. This is a 5 kilo personal best for Emmanuel. A little tough towards lockout, but off the chest, very smooth.
I mean, you almost expect that on the second attempt.
Yeah, especially for a 5 kilo PB.
Yeah.
Quick look at the score sheet here as we head into our next lifter's attempt. We have James Adcock, 177.5 kilos, a 7.5 kilo jump, and this is for a 2.5 kilo personal best on his second. So following the trend of lifters that we've seen here.
Yeah.
Let's see how this moves. Yeah, and it's nice.
Yeah, that moved well for a second attempt right there. Again, James has got a tremendous deadlift. So when you get into deadlifters, when they're adding 2.55 kilo on the bench press, is really dangerous.
Yeah, well, again, another pretty well-rounded athlete.
Yeah.
Now, our second lifter who missed their opening attempt, similarly to squats, Will Pickering, 180 kilos. We suspected he would go up. He just jumped the command.
And he's
so
done 7.5 kilos.
Yeah, and this is just 5 off his personal best, but out of a few circumstances where it isn't silly to jump up after not getting a bench opener, this is maybe one of them.
Yeah.
Taking his time to unrack the bar there. 25 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, just like predicted. Moved really well right there.
And he's on the board. And if he's following the trend of his squats, he's going to go for a PB on his third.
I'm expecting 187, 185 here.
180 now, a 10 kilo jump for Hamza Bam.
And that is just 2.5 kilo below his personal best from Hamza. Yeah, will be matching his personal best. We just need that extra reset from Hamza Bam there.
15 seconds.
Certainly taking his time. 10 seconds to get the command. The crowd were getting more stressed than he was about the time he had left.
Here's the cramp. Can see it.
It's a good lift, however. 4 benches remaining before we head through to the third and final round of bench this championships. 187.5 for Joey Awala.
That is 2.5 kilo. 2.5 kilo PB there for Joey. Again, these are the lifters. When you look at the training, they've been benching north 195 kilos. So you expect these weights to move on the second. But again, as you said yourself, Amelia, there, you don't expect training weights to move.
Yeah, you know, you have to see what you can deliver on the day. Sometimes it translates, sometimes it doesn't.
Yep.
But based on his opener, this should be nice. Let's see how it moves.
Ooh.
Oh. And just jumps the command there, unfortunately. And I think he realized a little too late.
Yeah. That was a little bit of time on his chest, on the bench on his chest as well. They just wanted the bar to settle before that press comment.
Yeah, and the pressure is lower because he's not expected to be fighting for that gold,
Yeah.
but maybe the pressure is something that works well for him.
Yeah.
Adam Fulat now jumping to 195 kilos, just 2.5 kilos shy of his personal best. Nice looking second
Nice
attempt
press
for
there
Adam.
from Adam.
3 white lights and a good lift for Adam Fulat. 202.5 on the bar now. Christian Ayandokun, Gyamfi and Porter Townsend to follow. Bars loaded at 202.5 kilos for Christian Ayandokun.
We now have 202.5 for Christian Ayandokun. 7.5 kilo jump, 7.5 kilos off his personal best as well. He is looking very healthy today. Obviously has the chip from squats, and with Maxwell having to retake his opener, takes the potential away from Maxwell having that chip going into deadlifts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really very nice.
Nice second attempt there from Christian there.
3 white lights, a good lift. And he is looking very strong, making very sensible decisions today. And I think that's it. If Christian can put up a 9 for 9 day, it's going to be a pretty meaty total.
Very, very, very hard to beat as well. Again,
Yeah.
that total will be those one people will be comparing with the rest of the world.
Yeah.
If you go 9 for 9 there.
He's competed for us internationally countless times.
Yeah.
207.5 now for Maxwell. So he didn't get his last lift before because his head was off of the bench.
Yeah.
So you just need to set up a little bit lower down the bench. It wasn't it lifted, it was off of the bench.
Wow.
And again, the weight
That
is
moved
easy.
really, really well. Again, like I said yesterday, sometimes you need to try and work, training these comp equipment.
He still does get 2 to 1. He gets a yellow from the right-hand side referee. So let's have a look at that in the replay.
The referees, the judges, still checking.
Yeah, and it looks like it will remain a good lift.
I think they're happy with it.
It's hard to tell sometimes from that referee position when there's a lot of leg drive as well.
Yeah.
But that means that everybody is now on the board and can push in their third attempts. We have Morgan Porter Townsend, 157.5.
Nice press there from Morgan.
And it's a good lift, 3 white lights.
This is for Jay Patton.
It's a bit surprising seeing Maxwell going for 217.5 kilo, which is matching his own record. He opted out not to take the chip there for that third bench press.
Yeah, it certainly is an odd choice. You'd think that extra half a kilo is worth the risk. A small risk at that. 165 now for Jay Batten. Perhaps an oversight. It seems like his coach might be going over to the jury.
Can you see that? Yeah.
I think just asking what the yellow was for, perhaps. 165 now for Jay. For a new personal best of 5 kilos. Lovely. That's a really nice third attempt. 3 white lights, a good lift, and a 5 kilo personal best.
And the next one is 170 kilo for Emmanuel Olatunji, which is a 7.5 kilo PB there. The magic of Benny Jr.
Yeah, one of the 2 juniors in this open prime time.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, really smooth third attempt. A tiny bit of turbulence, but it looked good.
Yeah, for a third attempt, it moves really, really well. Young James is going for a bench PB there on the platform, which is 182.5 kilos.
Yeah, he came out with a PB of 175, so already got one on his second, looking to further extend that. This will be a 7.5 kilo comp PB after today, so looking really strong.
Yeah.
Let's see how this moves. Nice strong unrack. That is a good push from James.
It's a good third attempt there from James.
Great effort. 3 white lights, a good lift.
And he's gone 6 for 6 there.
Yeah, he has. Didn't hit a PB on squats, but got enough of one on bench that it kind of equals out.
Yeah. And then these are big deadlifters.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, there's no small deadlifters really in this flight. Will Pickering coming out for 185.
Second did move quite well after missing that first. Yeah.
It's a nice attempt there. I'm going to wait for the lights.
Yeah.
Yep, 3 white lights, a good lift. He is 2 for 2 on third attempts and 0 for 2 on first attempts, but
that's brilliant.
You know, if the third attempts are there and he keeps going up, then you'd rather that.
Hopefully he can keep the trend for the deadlift.
Well, hopefully he doesn't keep the trend for the deadlift. Hopefully he just gets his opener in. Hamza Bam, 185 now. 5 kilo jump for a 2.5 kilo PB.
He had a little bit of trouble with the setup in the second. So hopefully this will be straightforward. Yeah. Come on, come on, come on. It's just stuck in the midpoint.
So frustratingly close to that lockout point.
Especially when he gets there. I always said that, bury me from the chest, but not there.
We now have 187.5 for Joey Awala. Didn't get this on his second. Looking to retake it here on his third. Not having the best of luck today, but it would be a 2.5 kilo personal best if he gets this.
Still, just as a reminder, still a junior among the seniors.
Yeah, that looks a lot better.
Better press.
There we go. 3 white lights, a good lift. Yeah, just jumped that command on his second, but clearly strength was an issue.
The strength is definitely there.
Yeah, coach decided, let's stick with the number, make sure you get it in and not lose any kilos.
Yeah.
Still a PB, which is great to see.
We have got 200 for Adam Fuller there, which is a 2.5 kilo bench PB there.
Yeah, and a huge milestone. A 200 kilo bench is absolutely massive. And he's putting himself in a good position to try and keep that bronze medal position with James and Will both on his tail. Just a little too heavy today, unfortunately.
Sorry, that is no lift. That is no lift.
And it does put him a little bit at risk of being chased on deadlifts, but luckily for him, he has got one of the big deadlifts in the flight. But so does James and Will, so it'll be very interesting to see that fight.
Yeah.
207.5 for Christian Iandokan, a 5 kilo jump. This will leave him just shy of his personal best, but he is going for that big subtotal to put on the bar what he needs to stay in the lead in deadlifts.
He made a 5 kilo on his second and a 5 kilo on his third attempt.
Yeah.
Don't know how he does this.
Oh, and he's on such great form today. 3 white lights, a good lift, 6 for 6, and with a deadlift like Christian's, that puts you in a great position.
Yeah. And Maxwell is next. Again, it's unusual to see them not using that chip.
Yeah, so what Duran's means here is he doesn't take, well, he can't anyway, it's his own record. He doesn't extend his own record. But what is the most strange thing here, rather than them not going for the record, because it already belongs to him, they're not going for the chip to push Christian. Very, very strange, but we'll see how this moves. It would give him a 10 extra kilos on his total.
Maybe the confidence is there for the deadlifts that they don't need the chip.
Maybe, we'll have to wait and see. Be interesting to see where the totals end and if that would have helped or not.
Strong bench. Let's wait for the light.
3 white lights,
Perfect.
a good, you know what?
Yep.
Maybe half a kilo more wouldn't have been there.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a hard
lift. It was
lift.
a good call right there.
But that concludes all the benches for the entire championships, and a nice big bench to end on there from Maxwell. We are going to head into a 10-minute break before we find out who walks away 76 kilo champion and 93 kilo champion, and it's a lot closer, especially in the 76s, than we would have thought. So do come back for that. We will see you then.
I'm saying? Out here in the UK, Young Russ, we got Ja here, we got Bobby here, we got Jerence here, we getting it in. Feel me?
ESN. Made for athletes.
Out here in the UK, Young Russ, we got Ja here, we got Bobby here, we got Jerence here, we getting it in. Feel me? Out here in the UK, Young Russ, we got Ja here, we got Bobby here, we got Jerence here, we getting it in. Feel me?
ESN. Made for athletes.
Hello and welcome back to the conclusion of the SBD British Open Classic Championship 2024. We have the 76 kilo women and the 93 kilo men, and what an exciting session it has been so far. We're about to see a big fight for the crown. We see here some huge deadlifts coming up, and looking at the prognosis currently, we have Betty in third, and that is just 7.5, 8 kilos behind Sophia, and Temi actually still holding out 2 kilos ahead of Sophia.
Yeah. It's the moment that everyone has been waiting for on that deadlift battle. Again, this is it's just so hard to call.
Yeah, it really is, and I think even closer than people initially anticipated. 162.5 now for Natasha Eaton. And I think most of the women in this line are all 200 kilo plus pullers.
Yeah. Nice and easy there from Natasha.
That was a good lift. 3 white lights, secures her total. The ladies certainly giving us a slightly less stressful competition than the men are.
Yeah.
165 kilos for Amy Leaper.
Which is 20 kilo of her personal best. Do you expect that to move as an opener?
Yeah, certainly I imagine to be somewhat conservative.
If there is a lift where you have to make a little bit of a bigger jump from your first to the second, is this one here, the deadlift?
Just waiting for the lights here.
I think she just needed some socks.
Oh, right, okay. So the lifter came out without socks on.
Yeah,
Like you said. So you need to be wearing deadlift socks. They're socks that come up to above the shin. It's a hygiene rule. Some lifters, get a little scraped up during deadlifts. And so you need to be wearing long socks.
Yep.
So she's going to time out, and Amy's going to have to come out for first on her second, so only will get 2 attempts in the end. Coaches, athletes, you've got to keep your eye out for it. You don't want to lose a lift because of that.
Yeah.
Now we have Millie Mabbott opening on 167.5. She's having a great day so far.
So far it's a 646 day for her, is it?
Yeah, so far 6 for 6. And with her opening deadlift, just 7.5 kilos off of her best total.
Yeah. That was quick. Great opener.
3 white lights, a good lift, secures her total.
That's a good lift. Next weight of the bar is 172.5. 172.5.
We're not seeing the score sheet progress right now. I think they're trying to get that fixed, so we'll just keep you updated as we move on. We have Diamond Franklin getting ready here for her opener of 172.5.
172.5 on the bar is loaded. This is the Diamond Franklin. Bar loaded for Franklin. Loaded. Franklin.
There's a little bit of glitch there on the scoreboard, so we're just gonna keep you guys updating here.
Nice opener there from Diamond.
Nice. It's that confidence lift, isn't it? That opener deadlifts. You just want it to move as smooth as possible. Next up is Indiana there, coming up for 190 kilos.
I believe her personal best is 217.5 off of memory.
So at that point, hopefully this should be moving really fast.
Yeah, we'd hope so. Like we said, coming back from a bit of an injury, it seems like deadlift might have picked up a little bit before squats.
Yeah, we said she had a great day on our bench press there earlier.
Really lovely.
Really strong deadlift.
She's a really, really excellent deadlifter. And we're going to be well into the 200s by the time we get to her second attempt, I reckon.
Yeah, next up is Naomi James. It was 195 kilo there from Naomi.
Yeah, huge deadlift opener here, Naomi. And it seems like Romy has upped her opener to 200 as well. Let's see how this moves for Naomi. Phenomenal deadlifter.
It's coming out juniors. Quick
Yeah.
opener.
Wow, that is
Wow.
lovely.
Wow, impressive.
You can now see Betty Hanlon getting ready for her 197.5 opener. And she is much closer to the other two than I think people were giving her credit for. Currently 10 kilos behind first.
Yeah. And then she needs that confident lift, that confident opener. Move it fast and move on from it. Lovely.
Yeah, really solid there from Betty.
Strong lockout right there from Betty.
And that is a good lift.
Next one is Romy Green.
Yeah, like we said, Romy Grieve, she's upped her opener by 5 kilos, and she, like we said, just having fun with it. 200 kilos for her opening attempt. And there you go, she did your celebration. I wanted her to. Didn't even have to request it.
I didn't even have to. And then she made sure she pointed that to.
There you go, she looked right at you. We got a wink.
Brilliant.
There we go. I gotta say, she might have done it better than you.
100%. That was definitely better than me. Especially with that open. Even that speed, I didn't move my one like that.
Yeah, you gotta step up your game.
Yeah.
210 kilos now for Temi Nuga. We know Temi has a huge pull on her. Like you said, we don't know how this weight cut's affected her, but certainly looking healthy. She's rolling the bar in a style I've not necessarily seen an athlete roll the bar before, but Temi does things her own way.
She always moving the platform like a soldier's been sent to war. That's very fast for Temi.
Yeah, she can really grind through a deadlift, and she means business.
Next weight on the bar is 220 kilos for Sophia Ellis.
Sophia Ellis coming out the heaviest opener of the flight, and that is what we expected.
Yep.
220 kilos.
And she holds the British record at 245.5 kilos. So you expect these weights to be flying for Sophia.
Yeah, she also holds the total record at 548. And if someone hits it today, I think more than one will.
Yeah.
Here she comes, Sophia Ellis, 220, a phenomenal deadlifter. She is trying to secure the crown again. She is the defending champion, dominated the class for many years, and now, much like Tony yesterday, for the first time in a while, there are some people breathing down her neck. Not just one, but two.
But again, as a deadlifter and a champion, you can never count them out. We'll have to wait and see. Lovely.
Very, very snappy.
Very snappy deadlift there from Sophia Ellis.
I think arguably the quickest of the top threes, openers there.
I agree with you.
Right, we're into round 2.
And we go round to round 2 now. We might have some difficulties calling you the numbers as we still have a bit of a glitch on the screen, but I'm gonna use Duran's here as a point of reference, counting the plates for me. It looks like 175 for our next lifter, Natasha Eaton. There you go, I did it without you.
You really want to put me on the spot? But
Yeah, I will.
Talking about numbers.
I absolutely
Okay.
will. I'll start us off, and then,
Okay.
you know, we learn as we go. So we have 175 for Natasha Eaton.
Yep.
This is a 12.5 kilo jump from her opener.
Something's happening there on the platform.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to sort the scoreboard out.
Yeah.
I just want to take this moment, I might not get another chance before we finish today, to thank our sponsors, SBD and Aleco. Without them, none of this would be possible. We have the big man, Ben Banks, in the house today himself. So it's not just a company that don't care. They're here, they come themselves.
I mean, as they say, it takes a village to raise a child.
It absolutely
Powerlifting
does.
is our child, so we need help, we need sponsors, we need people that love this sport to support us. So, yeah.
175 now for Natasha Eaton.
Next is 177.5 kilos for Amy.
Very strong looking second.
Nice one.
That's 3 white lights
And a good lift, 3 white lights. 177.5 kilos on the bar for Amy Leaper, I believe.
Yep. And we have Joe there on the mic reminding us those numbers.
Yeah, got to do it the old-fashioned way right now.
Yeah.
I mean, our eyes are glued onto the bar to make sure we can count all the plates
Yeah.
going on. Duran's brain working a little bit slower than mine currently, but I'm sure he'll take over.
100% after the prep I've been having, so yeah.
Got prep brain. Here we go, the bar is loaded and ready for Amy.
Bar is loaded, bar is loaded. That's for Amy Leaper. Next weight on the bar will be 180 for Millie Mabel. 180 for Mabel next.
Emily missed her first attempt because she just didn't have no socks on that first one.
Yeah, and nice to see her with her socks on now.
And she's gone up. Wait.
So we haven't seen her attempt the weight. She's gone up anyway.
Yeah. Which is worth it.
Yeah, certainly is. Wondering perhaps if she just kind of made that jump raw, I guess, or went back to the back room, pulled her
I think
opener.
it did help a little bit as well for that extra help.
Yeah.
The next up is Millie there going for 180 kilo on the bar.
It's very good endurance.
My eyes are not that bad. My knees are bad, but not my eyes.
Aging at different rates.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you see Granddad Tony Cliff yesterday needed a WD-40.
180 kilos, like you said, for Millie Mabbott. On her way to a big total PB.
Positioning the bar really well there. Judging from her opener, you expect this to fly?
Yeah, lovely second attempt from
Strong
Millie.
second attempt right there.
12.5 kilos on top of her opener. Looks really good.
For Diamond Franklin. And after that it will be after this it'll be 205 for Indiana. The bar is loaded. The bar is loaded for Diamond Franklin.
185 on the bar for Diamond Franklin. 12.5 kilo jump from her opener. And that is a lovely second attempt for Diamond. A good lift. Seems like open lifter is down at the moment. So like I said, doing it the old-fashioned way. Indiana coming out now.
It's 205 kilo there for Indiana.
Yeah, big second attempt here. 15 kilo jump, I believe, from her opener. Yeah, still looking super strong.
Yeah. Again, conventional lift is, I mean, me being a sumo puller sometimes, it is easy to judge. Conventional, you can just muscle up that way. Are you a conventional sumo?
I'm sumo. I actually do one of each a week.
Oh, hybrid.
Yeah. Get me onto high rocks or whatever it is.
Naomi there coming out for 210
Oh,
kilos.
210. 210 kilos, yeah, for Naomi. 10 kilo jump. Sorry, 15 kilo jump.
That's huge.
That is a big jump, same as Indiana.
Again, Naomi is a big puller, so you expect that.
Little trouble at lockout, but she stuck with it.
The bar didn't go down, so you expect that to be a good lift. It is.
Yeah, really nice. And you do see that sometimes. Joy's a good example of sumo pullers who, you know, struggle with the lockout, but they stick with it and they're rewarded for it.
Yeah.
Bar is loaded, 210 kilo, Bettina.
210 remains on the bar for Betty Hanlon.
Yep.
This is a 12.5 kilo jump.
Robbie, we need your next attempt. Robbie Green, your next attempt.
Oh, that's a phenomenal second from Betty.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can see that on those second attempts, you're saying like the lifters, they had a long day. You expect a little bit of slowness there on that midpoint there.
So referees, give us visual signals only, do not press buttons. Visual signals only, thumbs up, thumbs down, don't press any buttons.
So we're going really back old school, taking away the electricity, the electric buttons for the time being while we fix open lifter.
Have we gone with the cards or they're just thumbs up?
We're looking for thumbs.
Okay.
Fortunately, the thumbs don't have colours, so we'll have to guess what they're giving the downwards for. But
That's
we now
Romy
have,
Grieve there coming in, punching the air.
yeah, Romy Grieve here,
That's it.
going for 210 as well. 10 kilo jump from her opener. We've already had a during celebration. What else will we see?
You probably see Gavin Hayden. That's a good lift right there.
Yeah, it's a good lift, 3 white lights, and not a celebration this time round. So
She meant business on that second.
yeah, she's switched on now.
Next there is 225 kilos
Yeah,
there
big jump up.
for Temi.
Bar loaded.
That is the 15 kilo jump from our first opener.
Yeah, and it seems like her deadlift strength has stuck around pretty well. She is amped up. Don't be fooled by the speed. Temi really can pull through a tough lift.
Yeah.
So we're just going to take a little break at the end of the round while we fix this gubbins.
Yeah.
There it is. Like I said, don't be fooled by the speed. She'll keep pulling. And it is 3 white lights, a good lift, or 3 thumbs up.
We're getting this. The screen is fixing up a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to take a short minute at the end of the round to get that fixed. But we have 1 deadlift before that. And it looks like it is
a 232.5 kilo for Sophia Ellis.
That is a huge second attempt. That's a
Yeah.
12.5 kilo jump.
You expect this to run Sophia because she has a 245.5 kilo, which is the British record.
Yeah, she's bringing
how
herself
this
within
moves.
13 kilos of her record and personal best.
Which is this one will put Sophia just
Puts her in a good position heading into
5
third
kilo.
attempts.
Yeah, 5 kilo below Temi. Yeah,
looks healthy
very
today.
snappy there for Sophia. There's a lot more there on that deadlift.
And it is a good lift, 3 white lights
Yeah.
for Sophia. And it's important to remember that Sophia has the chip, and it is shaping up to be quite a fight, Jurens. We're just taking a moment to fix up the lights and the score sheet. So let's take a moment to talk about your thoughts on the flight so far.
I mean, again, just like I said on the previews, this British Championship is just going to be amazing. Again, these ladies are showing us that the standards have risen. So even me and you sitting here, it's really hard to predict who's going to walk away as the British champion. So we just have to wait to that last deadlift where it is.
Yeah. Just having a quick look at our sponsors right now. And we are back in business, and Jurens has just pointed out to me some of these big numbers coming in, and if anybody on the top 3 misses, it could be anybody's game.
Yep.
182.5 for Natasha Eaton to give her a 445 total.
Good third attempt there from Natasha.
3 white lights, a good lift.
I mean, even though we had that glitch with our technology, but this session has been really good so far. No miss.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the standard of lifting has been so high, and like we said, we've not seen a battle in the 76ers like this for years. 187.5 being loaded on the bar for Millie Mabbott. This will be a 5 kilo personal best on deadlift and a 12.5 kilo personal best on total.
That is big.
Yeah, that is
very,
a
very big.
Huge effort. And for the time being, that put her in 5th overall in this open prime time.
And that to do that on the national platform against the seniors. Incredible.
This would also give her a perfect 9 for 9 days, as well as a 12.5 kilo personal best on her total. A huge effort from Millie.
Nice look out there from Emily. That's Millie.
She's had a great day. 2-1, a good lift. A blue from the right side referee, but what a phenomenal day.
Quick check there from the jury. They're happy with it.
Yeah, looks like it will remain a good lift for Millie. 9 for 9 and a 12.5 kilo total PB. $190 loaded onto the bar for Amy Leaper. After missing her opener, she didn't have her deadlift socks on, so just timed out. Went up to 177.5 on her second, got it, and is now jumping 12.5 kilos to 190 for a 5 kilo deadlift PB. This is a big final attempt.
A little bit too heavy there for Amy.
Yeah, and if it was the case that she missed her opener and went up without trying that weight, she ended up opening 12.5 kilos more than expected. So that really takes a toll.
The next one we have on the bar there is 192.5 kilos there for Diamond Franklin.
The bar is loaded. 192.5 kilos Diamond Franklin.
It's a 7.5 kilo jump from her second.
And 7.5 kilo below her personal best.
What a phenomenal effort from Diamond.
Just like her squat and her bench press. Nice and steady. Good lift.
3 white lights. Strong end to the day for her.
6 more attempts to go to have a 2024 76 British champ.
And there are some mammoth deadlifts coming up. The lowest deadlift of the next 6 is 215, and that just shows you
Which
the
is
standard.
coming now.
Yeah, absolutely insane. Naomi James, 215 on the bar, a 5 kilo jump to match her personal best on deadlift.
Yep. She's done it before. She knows how it feels.
Slowed down towards lockout last time, but she kept
Yep.
pulling through, and if she can do that again, she's in a great position.
5 kilo. It's 5 kilo more than our second. Oh, talking about patience.
Wow,
Patience on the floor.
absolutely incredible. A good lift.
Textbook sumo puller.
And she didn't have that sticky lockout like
Yep.
she did in her second, so got into
really
a
well.
really good position.
But as a sumo puller myself, sometimes patience on the floor sometimes is needed for sumo pulling.
We now move on to Romy Grieve. Saw her a little more serious the last time round. I'm sure we will see something special for this final pull. 5 kilo jump. This will be a 2 kilo personal best on deadlift and a huge 14.5 kilo personal best on total. One last lift of the day, and she wants the audience to clap. And she got them doing it. She wants some support from the crowd. She's had so much fun today. Let's finish on a high. Look at
Wow. Impressive. That's a 9 for 9 day there.
that.
9 for 9. Impressive.
So
She deserved that
incredible.
ball. Yeah.
8 for
Wow.
9, but still a
Wow.
phenomenal day.
Yeah.
This will be good enough to pull Montague up from 9th to 7th in successful.
4 lifts remaining before we find out who walks away 76 kilo champion, and we head into the 93s. First out, we have Indiana Montague, 217.5 kilos, a 12.5 kilo jump from her second to match her personal best. And despite the squat being slightly down, to be 2.5 kilos below her best ever total. She's done incredibly well. This being a 9 for 9 day for Indy.
Especially after nursing an injury, this is impressive.
She's smiling
She's
as she
still
pulls
pulling,
it.
she's still
moving.
pulling, she knows she goes.
Oh, she's so close, but it's just a little
Yep.
too much today for Indy. But what a welcome back to the platform.
That 8 for 9 on the national platform, that's incredible. She gave it all she had. Our last 3
Yeah,
pulls.
these are the big ones for the title. We know that they are who end up on the podium.
Yeah.
But what order will they be in? That is to be determined in the next few minutes.
First is Bettina, going for 222.5 kilo there.
So let me tell you what this does. This pulls her ahead of Sophia Ellis's current total and ahead of Temi,
body weight.
matching it on body weight. So one last time, we have Betty Hanlon, 222.5, well over what she's ever pulled before. Her deadlift PB is 207.5. This will give her a 22.5 kilo total PB and pull her into first for the time being. She gets it moving.
Yes, she gets it.
It's
That's
still
it. It's
going.
going. Still going. And
Locks
she
it
locks
out.
it.
Oh, that is such a shame.
Oh, you don't want to see that. And
No,
you don't
what a
want that for a
shame.
lift on the platform. She did all the work.
And listen, she is still only just into the open. So what
Yep.
a promising future, coming with third with a 520 total. And breathing down the neck of 2 GB open lifters, Temi and Sophia.
That's incredible. That is a good day there.
And we have 2 deadlifts remaining. If Temi pulls this, it's going to be a very tough job for Sophia to catch up. If Temi misses, Sophia has the chance to pull ahead by half a kilo, and we knew that chip would come in helpful.
Yeah, and then we saw that with the 66 the other day. That chip is really important when you have that chip.
And the bar is loaded for Temi Nuga, 232.5 kilos on the bar to try and secure her spot as 2024 76 kilo British champion. One final giant pull from Temi to make her mark in the 76s.
Yeah, she's pulling.
And unfortunately, and that means she's not lost it yet, but the door has opened for Sophia Ellis. And I don't think anybody expected Sophia to have to pull herself into the lead.
Let's see if there's a change there. We see Paul Marsh there approaching the
No,
jury.
this is exactly what Sophia needs to win. She has to get this. This is the perfect number on the bar. It can't be less.
Which is 5 kilo more than she pulled before.
Yes, but it is less than her personal best and national record of 245.5. So it's a number that she's pulled before.
She's done it before. You expect it.
The thing is, can she pull it today? The pressure is on. She is 8 for 9 so far. She will need the perfect day for a 533 total to beat Temi. One last time, 237.5 kilos for Sophia Ellis. This is to pull her into the lead and make her walk away yet again, 76 kilo.
But 0.5 kilo.
Will she remain British champion, or will she lose for the first time in years? It all comes down to this final poll.
The standards in our country is lovely.
And she breaks the ground.
That's it.
And manages to lock it out. Big smile as she manages to get
76
safe.
British champion.
And it got so close towards the end there. Could see the nerves on Sophia's face, but didn't phase her. Managed to pull ahead by half a kilo. Absolutely insane.
Impressive.
So your 2024 76 kilo champion is Sophia Ellis, silver is Temi Nuga, and in bronze, fresh out the juniors, Betty Hanlon. Don't go anywhere. We are heading straight into another exciting session, the 93 kilo men, where we see a big fight at the top. It looks like it is Christian's game to lose, but a fight there for the podium amongst a few athletes.
And for years, we never actually see Sophia being pushed. And by Temi that's coming down from the 84, that was incredible to watch, to see how much she held her strength.
Yeah, that was an amazing session, and this promises to be just as good. 275 for Hamza Bam. Opening 2.5 kilos above his personal best on deadlift to secure his total.
The last flight of the championship.
And what a championships it's been.
Quick. Perfect opener. Sometimes you want your opener to move like that.
Now Morgan Porter Townsend, 290. Hoping the trend doesn't continue. We want him to get his opener in.
Yeah.
One of two athletes.
Again, it makes it exciting if the trend continues.
Listen, not for him. Not for him. Let's hope he gets his opener in, nice and safe.
It's all about where you finish, know where you start.
Yeah, it helps if you do start well as well sometimes. And there we go.
The trend has been broken. That was a fast 290 kilos. You expect a lot more from that.
Yeah, 3 white lights, a good lift despite his biggest op during Kingamu against him there.
Next lift there is Jay Batten with 300 kilos opener. Again, look at the next few openers.
Yeah, everything from here is 300 kilos up.
Lovely opener right there.
Yeah, 3 white lights, a good lift, and has a perfect streak so far in this competition.
I would just want to take this opportunity to say hello to my friend Pete Spence. Thank you for watching, your old man.
Thank you for everyone for watching. I think we've got a big group of people from around the world watching, because this has been such an amazing championships.
It is the best national on the platform, and I will say that proudly this year.
Say it with your chest.
Oh.
302.5 for Adam Fulat. Hurt a little bit, losing some kilos out on squat and bench, but a lovely deadlift opener.
There, right there, 302 kilos.
Sporting the reflect range there.
Yeah. You look at our nationals, you look at some of the big nations in the world, there's no difference anymore. I think we've closed the gap.
Might be a difference. Maybe ours is looking a little more towards the top. Yeah.
Okay, I agree.
305 kilos for Joey Owala. 30 kilos below his personal best. And we know Joey has a phenomenal deadlift on him. Not having the day I think he wanted so far, but if he's going to finish strong anywhere, it's going to be on deadlifts.
Here's how easy you pull these pulls. It looks so effortless.
Yeah, look at that. It is a good lift, 3 white lights. Very, very comfortable weight for Joey. 310 kilos being loaded on the bar for Emmanuel Olatunji.
Who is then the other junior we have on the platform.
Yeah, and again, getting very close to that total PB.
They're both conventional pullers. It's almost a contest there as well. Quick.
Very nice. 3 white lights, a good lift, a comfortable opener.
Sometimes it's easy to give your handler to make their job a little bit easy by making that opener a little bit comfortable.
Yeah, very easy to stick to the game plan when your opener is nice like that.
Maxwell is one of our contenders here.
Yeah, as it stands, about 20 odd kilos behind Christian.
Yeah, I just had a chat with Maxwell on the bench press. I asked him why didn't he use the chip. He said he didn't want to risk it.
Okay, interesting. Nice, easy opener for Maxwell there, and a good lift, 3 white lights.
That has put Maxwell at 832 kilos.
And I'm wondering, and you could probably tell me better because we don't have a reference here, did Christian up his opener, or was it always 325?
It was always 325, yeah.
Okay. He's playing it sensible here, no games. 320 for the next 2 lifters, the first of which is Will Pickering.
That's another big puller here. We've seen that he's just up to about 10 kilos.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very, very quick. And it looks like it's going to be a fight between himself and James Adcock for that potential third. I believe James might have upped his opener, however. 320 kilos.
Yeah, Will did the exact same. He started with 310, up to about 10 kilos.
Yeah, and they're pushing each other neck and neck. James just a little bit behind as it stands, but let's see how this 320 moves.
Clean.
Yeah, I'd say just as well as Will's, to be honest. Really tidy.
This is the first, correct me if I'm wrong, James openers deadlifts intend to miss them because they're so light.
He has missed a handful of opening deadlifts. Maybe that's a wrong statistic. Maybe it is literally only one.
Yeah, but now it's brilliant. You know, that was clean and nice and beautiful.
It was very clean. So. And now our heaviest deadlift opener and our favorite to win. It's his to lose, really. Christian Iandokan, 325 kilos, has a huge PB of 360, which I believe he pulled at Euros a couple of years ago.
Yeah, and over the past year or so, he's been having some trouble with deadlifts, but this prep it's been looking clean, so we expect Christian to be good.
And I honestly can say I don't think I have seen Christian looking this good competing in a long time.
Yeah, and also enjoying it.
Yeah, absolutely. He seems so calm and collected. And that concludes our opening attempt. And for the first time for the 93s, everybody has got their opening attempt in, and it's nice to see.
Yeah, and our lightest second attempt is 295 kilo by Hamza Bam. The rest is above 300 kilos.
Absolutely huge. And looking at the score sheet here, you can see Will Pickering, James Adcock, again matching each other neck and neck, taking 20 kilo jump to 340 on their second attempt, which means both Will and James feeling confident and healthy today.
Yeah, and the two juniors matching each other there on the deadlift, 325 each.
Yeah. We now have Hamza Bam jumping 20 kilos to 295 for his second attempt. Wow.
Nice.
20 kilos did not slow him down whatsoever. That is a good lift. I can see 10 to 15 being completely reasonable for him. Morgan Porter Townsend now jumping 20 kilos to 310 for his second attempt.
310 kilos of Morgan Porter Townsend.
Went 1 for 3 on squats, 2 for 3 on bench. Can he go 3 for 3 on deadlifts?
It's a 20 kilo jump. Again, this is the lift where you expect people to make those big jumps. Yeah.
Right side vote, please. Right side vote. Thank you. 3 white lights and a good lift. A good lift. Awala, get ready.
315 kilos for Jay Batten. 15 kilo jump from his opener.
Judging from his opener, I expect this to move quite well.
Yeah, it's just 5 kilos below his deadlift PB and already a 2.5 kilo total PB.
Yep. Nice second attempt.
That is a good lift. 320 kilos for Adam Fulat, a 17.5 kilo jump.
It looks like Adam dropped his opener by 20 kilos.
Oh, wow, yeah. That's why he doesn't look on prognosis as much of a threat.
Yeah.
Still looks very strong though today.
Very strong pull there. Next up is 325 kilos by Joey.
325 Joey Awala. Olatunji, Giamfi, get ready.
Yeah, as you said, one of our two juniors here, Joey Awala, 325 kilos, just 10 kilos shy of his personal best.
And that will give him a 7.5 kilo personal best on his total.
Not just that, but breaking through that 800 kilo barrier for the very first time.
That's the magic number right there.
Oh, and that is lovely. Breaks into the 800 kilo barrier with ease.
3 white lights and a good lift for Joey Awala. 3:25 remains in the mark on the Tunji. Yappi, Pickering, Hancock, and no good to get ready.
Now have Emmanuel Olatunji, 325 kilos, a 15 kilo jump to his second.
325 kilos for Emmanuel Olatunji.
This gives him a 2.5 kilo PB on his total.
That's a huge pull for a junior. Big pull.
Yeah, absolutely. The open record actually held by a junior, Nathaniel Messiah, 360.5.
I found he's in the crowd there watching. And the total record as always held by him, 845.5 kilos.
Yeah, it is indeed.
He just did that in Malta when he won the World Championship.
Yeah, a very good showing. That was a good lift for Emmanuel.
Yeah.
See that again here on the replay. 327.5 for Maxwell Gyamfi, 17.5 kilo jump, and this would land him, should they both make their second attempt, 11 kilos behind Christian. It's not completely out of the picture yet.
Strong second attempt then from Maxwell.
Very strong indeed. He's not going out without a fight.
That has put him at 850 kilos, 7.5 kilo off his personal best.
Yeah, and 10 kilos off the British record total.
Yep.
Bar is loaded at 340 kilos for William Pickering.
Will Pickering now, 340 kilos. The remaining 3 lifters to take their second attempt, all taking 340.
You've seen Joey's jump there for his third. I can see a 352.5 kilos. Incredible.
340 now for Will Pickering. 20 kilo jump.
Expect this to move well over 350 personal best.
Yeah, nice snappy lock out there for Will. And a good lift, 3 white lights.
340 on behalf of James Adcock. Ian Noken, bam, get ready.
And now for our penultimate second attempt, also taking 340 kilos, we have James Adcock, a 20 kilo jump, has a personal best of 350 himself, so very evenly matched there with Will Pickering. I believe a few years younger.
It's always nice to see James coming back on the national platform doing this.
Yeah, good to see him healthy and back and fighting for a podium position. Wow.
Oh,
ooh.
a little bit wobble at the top there for James. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
He's
and
not.
I imagine they're going to go up anyway. You know, they've come here to nationals. They might as well push it there. The strength is clearly there, but I think that's the wobble we sometimes see on his opener.
Yeah. That strength is definitely there.
Now, Christian Ayandokan attempting 340 for an 861 total. This is to take it back from junior Nathaniel Messiah, who's watching in the crowd. And this is a huge pull. He has a 360 deadlift. Sorry, 860 to extend his own record on his total. The deadlift record at 360.5 above Christian's record.
He's having a very good day.
He is, he looks
one more pull there.
Amazing, that's a new total record, and I got caught up in all the excitement there.
The deadlift record is 360.5 by Nathaniel Mensah. That's the one probably Christian will be going for.
Well, he's not quite safe from Maxwell yet, so I think he's going to have to see what Maxwell does first and then push.
Yeah.
We are into our third round of deadlifts. Hamza Bam, 310. And he wants some energy from the crowd. His 295 was very quick, and as expected, he's jumped 15 kilos now.
Nice, very strong that last attempt there from
2 to 1, a good lift. Just gets a call for insufficient lockout there, so let's just have a look at that on the replay. We know the jury are watching, and we are watching the jury.
Just a quick check there.
Yeah, it looks
like they're
good.
okay with it.
And it will remain a good lift for Hamza.
Yeah, they like it.
The bar will be brushed down in between each final attempt, as per the rules.
Next one there is Morgan there. Porter Townsend going for 320 kilos last attempt.
Every single final attempt is above 300.
Yep. And now we're going above 320. Oh, the disco lights are back.
So for a 2.5 kilo deadlift PB. Big effort there from Morgan.
Big effort.
Next weight rise, 330 kilos remain for the bar for the next 2 athletes. This is for Fula, he'll be followed by Pat.
330 kilos for Adam Fulat to give him an 815 total. And considering the day he's had, honestly, not so far off his best ever total.
Yep. That is like 7.5 kilo below his personal best. Again, with 1 squat and 2 bench press, you expect that to go a little bit high.
Like I said, 1 for 3 on squat, 2 for 3 on bench. Let's go for the 3 for 3 on deadlift.
Yep.
End the day strong. Phenomenal effort. Oh. Just lost grip at the top there, unfortunately. And once your grip starts going, there's nothing you can do to get that back.
Yeah. Next up is Jay Batten with 330 kilos.
Yeah, wow. Look at these numbers on these third attempts. We are into our 4th third attempt of 10 and already at 330.
This is 330 kilos for Jay Batten.
We have 3 attempts at 340 and then 3 350 and up. How incredible is that? 330 for Jay Batten for a 10 kilo personal best on deadlift and a 17.5 kilo personal best on total. Wow. He keeps it going. That is insane. Locks it out. Oh, and another one just caught by the grip. And that has to be a moral victory. Just watch this again.
That is definitely the grind of the day.
What a shame. 340 now on the bar for Joey Awala. A 15 kilo jump from his second. This is a huge attempt.
Joey's going for that 820 kilo, which is a huge, huge PB from his 797.5 kilo total.
Wow, yeah, and a 5 kilo PB on his deadlift. The day didn't start how he wanted, but he can certainly be in control of how it finishes.
Yeah. We've seen Joey pulling 337.5 as an 83. Let's see.
He's just got his foot in the door as a 93. This is just his introduction. It's only up from here. Let's end the day strong and a 340 deadlift, an 820 total.
Yeah.
And let's just wait for the lights.
No idea if the bar went down. Yeah.
Unfortunately, Blues just got caught for hitching, unfortunately, or assisting with the legs.
Yeah.
We'll have a look at that replay. It's something he's been caught for before, unfortunately.
Yeah, just there.
Yeah, downwards movement as
downward
well.
movement there. But again, you can tell the strength is there. This is the little technical bit that need to be fixed.
Yeah, and we saw Christian break the total record on his second, and now we are looking for Maxwell to break it on his third. He has to do it in holes as he doesn't have a chip. So this would be for an 862.5 total to push Christian to have to take a sensible third. 340. This is 5 kilos more than he's ever pulled before for a 5 kilo PB on his total. This is absolutely mammoth.
And the way his second move, we expect this to move, but we just have to wait.
This is to pull him into the lead for the time being. And in for a shot of becoming British champion.
Yeah, moves just like his first move from the midpoint.
Can he finish it though? That is the question. He's tipping back. No, unfortunately, cannot. A great effort from Maxwell there, but that means Christian Irondoken is your British champion.
Yeah.
And that means I expect perhaps to see a change for Christian to have a little bit of fun there. Maybe go for that 861.
I'm gonna go for
861.5.
360.5. 361.
Keep getting those mixed up. I'm getting so overwhelmed. Listen, it's been a long week. We haven't seen a successful third attempt in a little while yet now. And let's see if Emmanuel can be the person to show us that 342.5.
That's our last junior of the flight. Again, junior pulling 342.5 kilos.
Absolutely
incredible.
Insane. This would be a 20 kilo PB on total and a huge 10 kilo PB on deadlift. Absolutely mammoth from Emmanuel. You can see how busy it is here. Everybody cheering him on. It would also give him a perfect 9 for 9 day.
Wow. Oh.
And again, another lifter just losing out on grip there, unfortunately.
Grip down there,
And that is 5 missed attempts back to back. We've not seen a successful attempt since the first and second thirds in this flight. Now,
the
James,
last 3 deadlifts.
Yeah, all above 350. James Adcock, he just, it looked really strong. He just had that double dip at the top. Maybe a bit of a balance issue. You know, it's...
I mean, when you're at this level, it's all or nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're seeing him pull to be in third place for the time being, just to see what Will can do afterwards. Will is going to have to lift 355, I believe, in order... Well, no, he can drop afterwards, but we'll see how this moves. 352.5 for James.
He's pulling himself from 6th to 3rd.
Yeah, for the time being. Let's see if he can get it moving.
Off the floor.
I think he's locked it out. We will wait for the lights.
Oh,
unfortunately, 2-1. The coach goes to the jury, so let's watch the replay.
No, that's not
unfortunately, it's a no lift, but a phenomenal effort from James. So close. Which means your third, second, and first is already determined. But we're looking forward to seeing some huge pulls here. Will's not dropping as a result. Is not pushed to have to do so. So instead is going for an 840 total.
And he won a 5 kilo PB on that deadlift.
Yeah, this is absolutely huge. Just 2 deadlifts remaining of the entire competition, and they are both absolutely huge. 355 and 357.5 from your gold and bronze medalists. Will Pickering, 355 kilos for a 12.5 kilo total PB. Your bronze medalist for a 5 kilo deadlift PB, a huge way to end the competition.
Yeah.
Was not thrown off whatsoever by missing his squat and bench opener. And that's how you do it like a pro.
Yeah.
What a phenomenal effort. You can see
Locked
the
it.
experience.
Yeah.
And a good lift. 3 white lights for Will Pickering. What a phenomenal end to the day for him.
That is your bronze medalist there.
Let's have a look at that final pull from Will one more time before we head through to our final lift of the British Classic Championships. Now we have 1 lift remaining. We didn't see Christian raise it to 361. He's keeping it at 357.5, looking for that perfect day. This would extend the British record to 878.5. He's jumped 17.5 kilos.
And which was with the Carpino 1, Carpino 3.
Yeah, he is going for that number, and it looks like he might get it. 357.5 kilos, your 2024 93 kilo British champion Christian Ndokan for a huge 878.5 total. 9 for 9. If he gets this, and he locks it out. 2 to 1, it is a good lift. 9 for 9, and a new British total,
What an incredible day.
878.5 kilos for Christian, your new British champion. 9 for 9, and extended the British total by an extravagant amount. What a way to end the championships.
It's been brilliant. It's been brilliant. It's been brilliant. And again, as I said, these championships, these 93s, the standards in our country has been wonderful. You know, across the whole competition, all the weight-class, men and women, the fun was there.
It is absolutely incredible, and I hope the world has been watching to see what Britain are doing right now, because GB is coming up and we're not slowing down. What an incredible performance from all athletes across all 4 days. We have seen so many phenomenal moments, and please do stick around for the medal ceremony because they really did deserve it. I believe we'll be over interviewing Christian and Sophia later as well, so do come and join us to see them. But for the very last time, thank you for joining us here. The 2024 British Open Classic Championship, sponsored by SBD. We will catch you next year.
Peace.
In 2 rounds. That is grace under pressure. That is astonishing stuff. Everyone has their goodie bags. Without further ado, it is time to announce our top 3 ladies in bronze medal position with a total of 520 kilos. It is Bettina Hanlon! Keep it rolling. Taking silver medal with 532.5 kilos. It is Teddy Nuga! Which means that your 2024 SBD British Classic Champion with a total of 533 kilos is Sophia! Congratulations, ladies. Absolutely epic battle, especially considering the excitement in the first and second round of deadlifts. Well done, ladies. Well done. If you just stay still for the photographs, well, not hug each other for a minute. All right, hug each other for the photographs. You do you, ladies. Thank you. Yeah, all right, Teddy. You can do what you like. Understood. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a round of applause and clap our female lifters off the platform as they follow Claire. Are we ready to look the medal lined up? We've already looked the medal lined up. If they're not, then they better crack on. Come on, boys. They'll be closed. Let's face it, it's 10 past 11 on a Sunday, they're already closed. Come on, boys, tracksuits on and get out here now. Follow your Auntie Claire. She will only lead you to good places. Such as Scotland, possibly the finest place. It's a bit cold though. Raus Raus, Davai, Alha, and pretty much every word in every language I know that means come on, which is a lot of them. We're right. Okay, let's go with who we have. Ladies and gentlemen, let's roll Sansom again one more time, because here come your men, the 93 kilo class. Hit it. All right, everybody's going to get their participation medal and a goodie bag for our partners ESN. Honestly, the protein bars are awesome, trust me. Okay. One last medal to hand out. And there it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, it is time to announce our top three.
Who automatically qualified for 2025 British SBD Open.
Who have automatically qualified for the 2025 SBD British Open to be held at FitFest. Thank you, James. And in bronze medal position with 840 kilos total, it is William Pickering! Silver medal with a total of 850 kilos, it is Maxwell Giamfi! Well done, sir. Which means your SBD British Open Classic Champion 2024 with a total of 878.5 kilos and all the records, it is Christian Ayandoko! Well done, gentlemen. And of course, Christian receives a £100 voucher, and our top three athletes all get an enhanced goodie bag. And while we've still got them on the platform, we're going to announce our best lifters. We are only going to announce second and first because the third place is not here. So, in second place, best lifter with 111.20 GL points, it is Maxwell Giamfi. The award being presented by none other than Ben Banks, SBD CEO. And that means that your best lifter overall with 115.05 points is Christian Ayandoko. Well done, boys. I will tell you, but he's not here. The third place lifter, best lifter overall, is Tony Cliff. So don't count senior citizens out yet. I think all the gentlemen are going, so if you want to join them. And we're just going to tell you that the best lifters women in third place with 113.36, it is Ziana Azariah. In second place with 117.01, it is Bobby Butters. Which means the best lifter overall